Always on tonight. Throw that thing from left, right, side to side. Yeah. All my friends are here. Play my favorite song right on top. Yeah. And we never stop. Music bumping, we just keep on rolling. Yeah. No, we never stop. Shake, shake, shake your honey till the morning. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Yeah, I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. I said I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. Always on tonight. Throw that thing from left, right, side to side. Yeah. All my friends are here. Play my favorite song right on time. Ooh, and we never stop. Music pumping, we just keep on rolling. No, we never stop. Shake, shake, shake your honey till the morning. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Yeah, I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. Yeah, come on now, now, now. I said I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. I wanna see ya. I wanna see you. So let me hear you sigh. I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. I said I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. Let me hear you.
Friday night. It's CSZE and the only place for comedy on Twitch. You're in the right spot. Thank you so much for being here. Oh boy, how are we feeling tonight? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, I'm excited to be here too. It's good to see some of my friends in the chat as well. We got some people who are doing the 6s and 7s already jumping ahead of me, which is totally cool. If you've been here before, I want you to put a 6 and a 7 in the chat. Let's see some of those 6s and 7s from some of our most loyal fans. You know how it goes. Thank you, Dylan. I stand you too. My good friend, you showed up. I appreciate that. If it's your first time here, I want you to put a 1 in the chat so that we know that we got some rooks that we're going to need to take care of. And by that, I mean explaining the rules of the game and making sure you have a good time watching our show. Because we don't encourage violence here at Comedy Sports. Even though we have sports in the name, we are not playing sports. We are playing comedy as a sport. Put that on your hat. Chicago Innovation Week. We're still waiting for our invitation. Anyway, so we have a great show. It's going to be really fun. We're excited to be here tonight. There's many ways that you can support the channel. Before that, you know, it's the last week. It's the last full week of summer, which is really sad. It's actually raining here in Chicago now. The city's already done with summer. But even though summer's ending, we can still remember the beautiful times that we had in summer. So for the chat right now, if you can put in some of your favorite summer activities, I would love to hear about them. I love summer. My birthday's in the summer. I'm 24. No big deal. My birthday's in the summer. So what are some of your favorite activities that you're going to miss out on? Like maybe going to a water park or XYZ. So put some of those in the chat as we're chatting it up. You know, it's hot out in the summer. What do you like to do to cool off? What are some places you like to go when it's hot out, when the sun's shining until like 8 p.m. at night? There's nothing more depressing than getting out of your office at 5 p.m. and it's already dark out. Anyway, that's not what we need to worry about. We need to worry about having fun. That's what we're here to do. I am totally 24. Thank you very much, Simon, for backing me up on that. Please do not ask my mom. I don't tell her I do these shows, so you wouldn't be able to find out. Anyway, okay, I love you, Mom, wherever you are. She's alive. This bit has gone way too far. I love my mom. She's great. Okay, so anyway, here we go. She's a teacher. I have to love her. Yeah, she's great. Okay, so anyway, Kit Cone's telling me to stop. Okay, we will. Here's the thing. We love doing comedy. We love doing comedy for you guys. There's lots of ways that you can support the channel. You can support it by subscribing to our channel. We always appreciate that. That helps us boost our numbers. You can support us by simply watching the show, which you're doing right now, making sure that you're giving us great suggestions, what you're doing. You can also now support some of your favorite individual players. So if there's a certain player out there who you really enjoy, they're really making you cackle, you can type into the chat !tip jar, and if that player has a tip jar set up, you'll be able to give them some cash on Venmo, which is really cool. Don't be weird about it. You know, it's just like what we like to do to help reward some of our players. So I think we have a good amount of suggestions in the chat. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna have we got some great teams tonight. I don't usually say that because it's usually not true. Tonight it is though. We have great teams and you're gonna see some great stuff. So you know what? Yeah, let's get our teams up to the screen. All right, kicking us off tonight, we have the Red O'Hare Lions. The Bears. The Red O'Hare Bears. But anyway, kicking us off on that team, we have my good personal friend. Oh, I jumped the gun. It's the O'Hare Bears. Fantastic. And now bringing to the screen my good personal friend, Louis Jazz Hands Cordon. Ooh, look at those jazz hands. That's fun. Supporting the team also, we have Matt Doomsday Elwell. Oh, he's rough and tough and everything slugs. I don't know. And finally, our fantastic captain of the night. You know her, you love her. It's Kate. My cat is sick. Cohen. And taking on that team, we have the Chicago Boss Babies. Wah wah gaga. Kicking us off on this team, we have Cynthia Auto Detailer Kamak. There she is. Fantastic. Helping support that team, we have Simon Beep Beep I'm a Bus Collier. And your captain for the Chicago Boss Babies is Kelsey Honk Honk, that's my stop, Myers. They're talking with vegetables, guys. This show's crazy. Let's get to the stage and screen. Our referee for tonight, Pad. You can't do that on television. Connolly. That's why we're on the internet instead.
Thank you so much, Nick. Welcome, loyal fans.
Thanks.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our teams. This is fantastic. Hey, everybody in the chat. I'd just like you, in 1 to 3 words, your choice of how many you need to use, go ahead and tell us how you feeling tonight. Just describe that. 1 to 3 words. You have that whole range of options. So I am your referee. I am Ref Pat. It's wonderful to be here. You've already heard about our out-of-bounds foul. Don't say anything mean. Don't be... That's basically what that amounts to. But there's another foul I do want to mention real quick, which is our technical foul. Sometimes in this weird Zoom world that we're in, this weird online place of Twitch.tv, stuff can go out of our control. You know, Comcast lines can go down, RCN can get a pigeon in their in the cable box, all sorts of things can happen. If something happens where a player leaves themselves on mute, if their connection gets spotty, or for any reason we can't continue the show because of tech stuff, I'll call a technical foul using my official Hunger Games The Mockingjay double feature premiere party whistle. So this is official. Yes, thank you. So everyone respect the whistle. But other than that, I think we're ready to get this thing started. You ready, Nick?
Yeah, that was... No!
That's
yeah. Every time I flex, that noise happens. I'm 24.
Then flex one more time as we welcome our captains to the screen! Nice. All right, Captain Kate, Captain Kelsey, Captain Kelsey, Captain Kate, shake hands however you deem that appropriate. Excellent. Hands have been shaken. All right, we're going to do a very, very quick coin toss here, which is I would like each of you, knowing me personally, we've been friends for a very long time. You all know me pretty well. I would like you to pitch me the next flavor of sparkling water available on your grocery shelves. Anyone who wants to start can go right now, but it's going to be up to me to pick. Kate!
Great. This new sparkling water is called Tree of Knowledge. And that's right. You think it might be biblical, but in fact, it is because the flavor is whatever fruit flavor you most desire. It knows it already for you. And as soon as you drink it, you gain and absorb a certain area of very niche knowledge in the trivia world.
That's almost perfect. Kelsey, do you think you can top that?
Well, not to brag, but yeah. Okay, so this one's called... You know what? I'm going to rewind. So we see a lot of fruit-flavored soda waters, like strawberry mango, and that's good. But I need a little more pizzazz, some pizzazz. So that's why I'm pitching the Oops All Pickles soda water, where it's pickle dill flavored, some vinegar, but extra bubbles because we like it when it burns. Am I right?
This is very, very tough. Kate, you definitely described the water that I would be most likely to purchase in a store, but Kelsey has described a savory sparkling water, which I've never heard of, so I'm going to get points for originality. Kelsey, congratulations. I don't know that I'd buy it, but I would certainly try a free sample at Costco. But Kelsey, what would you like to challenge the red team to?
Well, let's talk talk about it. I really like what Kate brought to the table, and I want to see what else she's got. So we want to play What You Got.
Ooh! Kate, do you accept?
I accept that very savory game challenge.
In that case, please bring your teams to the screen. That's the word I'm looking for. Tweet, tweet. All right.
Louie, you're up first.
I know I'm up first.
Hey, Simon, you want to go first?
You pickle, I do.
All right. We're going to be playing a pun game later on. We'll see how that how we build up to that. Okay, we are starting off with Simon versus Louie in this game of What You Got. In the chat right now, I need a bunch of suggestions. I need like professional, personal relationships. I need two things that go together, like peanut butter and jelly, or dill pickles and soda water. Just any two things that go together. If there's an ampersand in the middle, you can probably put it in there, minding the out of bounds foul. What's going to happen is I'm going to pick two of these, I'm going to pick one of these pairs you give us, and our teams are then going to take on those suggestions and battle it out to see which one reigns supreme in a head-to-head dance battle between both of their crews. They will go back and forth, tossing it to each other until one of the teams either repeats a move or can't think of a new move, or they do something that doesn't fit the category of what they're supposed to be dancing as. Basically, the second that they show any signs of weakness in this dance battle, I will blow my whistle, tweet, tweet, and they will have to rotate on to the next onto the next person. The first team to rotate through all of their players is going to lose this round. The other team is going to win it, getting 5 points for their team. And first pick in our team choice round. Nick, I'm going to throw it to you. This is for Simon and Louie. What is our first category?
My favorite one so far has been WWE wrestler and referee.
Fantastic. Simon, you'll be wrestler. Louie, you will be referee. This is the game of What You Got, the head-to-head dance competition. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Then hit it!
I'm announcing the wrestlers. Announcing the wrestlers. Announcing the wrestlers. What you got?
I'm holding the belt. I'm holding the belt. I'm holding the belt. What you got?
I'm bringing you to the ring. Bringing you to the ring. Bringing you to the ring. What you got?
Oh, hey, fans. Oh, hey, fans. Oh, hey, fans. What you got?
Start the fight. Start the fight. Start the fight. What you got?
Grease my chest. Grease my chest. Grease my chest. What you got?
Gotta pin somebody. Gotta pin somebody. Gotta pin somebody. What you got?
Throwing chairs. Throwing chairs. Throwing chairs. What you got?
Stop throwing chairs! Stop throwing chairs! Stop throwing chairs!
Oh, I'm sorry, I have to call you out on that one there, Louie. The referee is always the first one taken down by the chair, not able to tell people to stop throwing them. The red team has to rotate. All right, who is up next for our red team?
Hello.
All right, it is now Matt versus Simon. The red team is going to start this round. Nick, what is our next category?
Our next category is marching band versus drumline.
Yes. So Matt, you'll be marching band. Simon,
okay.
You will be drumline. Starting with the red team. Begin.
Glockenspiel. 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 What you got?
A rat-a-tat. A rat-a-tat. A rat-a-tat. What you got?
Marching information. Marching information. Marching information. What you got?
A color guard, a color guard, a color guard. What you got?
I'm sorry, I have to stop right there. The color guard is not the same as the drum line, even though they're adjacent. That is a technicality. Simon, you have to rotate on the blue team.
Fair enough.
All right, who is up next for blue?
It's me.
All right, it is Kamak versus Matt. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and pick one of these. Let's see, we're going to start with the blue team. Kamak, you are going to be Moth. Matt, you are going to be Flame. So this is Moth versus Flame in an epic dance battle, starting with blue. Hit it!
Flitter, flitter, flitter. Flitter, flitter, flitter. Flitter, flitter, flitter. What you got?
Have you tried my burgers? Have you tried my burgers? Have you tried my burgers? What you got?
No, but I'll eat your coat. I'll eat your coat. I'll eat your coat. What you got?
I can't have a coat, it'll catch fire. I can't have a coat, it'll catch fire. I can't have a coat, it'll catch fire. What you got?
I'm sorry, I've got to call you out on the 7-8 time foul. You have added extra beats to the measure. That was an admirable effort. I'm afraid the red team has to rotate onto their last player, Captain Kate.
The humanity!
All right, so Captain Kate, you are the last line of defense against the blue team getting 5 points and winning this round.
Won't let it happen.
We'll see how this goes. All right, this one is going to be. Ooh, I really like this one. Kate, you are going to be a mechanic.
Great.
And Kamak, you are going to be a customer. So this is mechanic versus customer. Starting with the red team, go!
Transmission's blown. Your transmission's blown. Your transmission's blown. What you got?
Is that from driving on a pot? Is that from driving on a pothole? Is that from driving on a pothole? What you got?
It's kind of complicated. It's kind of complicated. It's kind of complicated. What you got?
How much will that cost? How much will that cost? How much will that cost? What you got?
Parts and labor. Parts and labor. Parts and labor. What you got?
I'm giving labor. I'm giving labor. I'm giving labor. What you got?
Oh, not in here.
I'm sorry, I know the context is different, but technically that's a repetition. I'm so sorry, Kamak. I have to call you on that one. We had labor twice in a row. But that means it is now down to our last 2 players, Captain versus Captain. All right, Nick, I'm going to throw it to you. What is going to happen for this last round? What is our category?
We've got Mary Kate versus Ashley Olsen.
Mary Kate versus...
baby.
Oh my gosh, Mary Kate versus Ashley Olsen. Kate, you know who you're going to be.
Obviously, Mary Kate.
Correct. So we
Mary
will start.
Kate.
We will start with the blue team, however. So Kelsey, you will be Ashley. Kate, you will be Mary Kate. This is Mary Kate versus Ashley, and let's pick up the tempo. Starting now. Blue team.
Oh! I'm a full house. I'm a full house. I'm a full house. What you got?
How rude. How rude. How rude. What you got?
You got it, dude. You got it, dude. You got it, dude. What you got?
Fast forward 10 years. Fast forward 10 years. Fast forward 10 years. What you got?
Double bubble toilet trouble. Double bubble toilet trouble. Double bubble toilet trouble. What you got?
Let's trick Grandma. Let's trick Grandma. Let's trick Grandma. What you got?
It takes 2. It takes 2. It takes 2. What you got?
My life fell apart. My life fell apart. My life fell apart. What you got?
I'm sorry. I don't know if that's a reference to a specific movie or show, but they're
Your
literally
life fell apart.
they're literally billionaires. So I'm going to call this one in favor of the blue team. Which is not to diminish any of the things that the Olsen twins have been through. They have had a tough time. All right, Nick, what does that make our score?
Oh man, it's a real barn burner.
Ooh.
It's 10-0. Is that a barn burner or is that the other one? It's a blowout.
That's the one you're thinking
Bears. O'Hare Bears. It's 10-0. Blue team's killing it.
And I just want to be sure that it is 10-0?
Yes, 10-0.
All right, that's what I heard. So it is now 10-0 in favor of the blue team. Congratulations.
All right, cool.
Captain Kelsey, please join me on the screen. Yes, Wark Milder, it is now. All right. Captain Kelsey, not only did you win the coin toss, you also won the dance battle, and you got double points for it. This is going great for you guys.
Everything's coming up, Kelsey.
How do you want to keep the momentum going? Now's your chance.
You know, I think people could learn a thing or two from some winners. Maybe some boss babies. So, I'm thinking we're going to give some advice. Maybe some good, bad, worse advice.
Fantastic. Please field your team. Hey. Hey, y'all. Nice flex. Hey, y'all, in the chat, this is your chance. What's some advice you've always needed? Maybe it's how to get ahead at your job. Maybe it's romantic advice. Maybe it's just where you should go on vacation. Maybe there's just something that's been on your mind this whole time. Well, now we're going to have 3 experts who are here to give you the best possible advice to answer your question. Some bad advice that you may want to reconsider, and the worst possible advice in answer to your questions. So go ahead and start putting those questions in there now. What do you want to know? While you're typing those questions in here, it is time to meet all of our panelists. So we're going to start in the upper left-hand corner. Yes, with the glasses. If you could please introduce yourself and let us know what what your expertise is.
Hey, it's me. It's Frank. I like to make baskets. What are those baskets made out of? Hey, it's me, Frank. I like to make baskets.
Okay. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Frank. Let's go to our upper right-hand corner. Yes, the with the donuts.
Yeah, my name is Long John. I own a donut shop. I'm the boss of the donut shop. I'm gonna give you bad advice.
Thank you, Long John. And then finally, for the worst possible advice, in the bottom left corner.
My name's Jake. I'm 14, and I want to be a skateboarder / video gamer.
Nice. Hopefully you get to realize that dream. That was also mine, and look where I am now. So let's go ahead and turn it over to the chat. What are some things that these panelists can let you know? Nick, is there any question that jumps out at you right away?
We've got a lot of good ones. I think one of my favorites right now, because I'm thinking about this, should I buy a tiny home?
Ooh, should you buy a tiny home? Thank you. Let's see, who did that come from in the chat there? That's from Michelle in Austin. Michelle in Austin wants to know, should they buy a tiny home? We'll start off with Frank.
Hey, it's me, Frank. A tiny home? Wow. Yeah, what a great idea. Think of a tiny home like a basket, like a large basket, you know? So it's great because you can't be a hoarder when your home is tiny, or if you have a large basket. But everything you own is going to be like an Easter egg and filled with treasure, unless it stays around too long and then it'll rot. So yes, Frank.
Thank you, Frank. Long John, what do you have to say about this?
I like to think about homes like I like to think about donuts. Mm-hmm. The only thing better than a full-size donut is a donut hole, right? The small, the compact. You get the most bite per flavor per capita. So it can only be the same thing when it comes to houses. The more bite-sized your house, the more bite out of life you can take.
The math checks out. And let's hear from Jake. Jake, what's your advice? Tiny home or no?
God, what are you like my mom?
I don't think so.
Whatever can hold all my hacky sacks.
Well, there you go, Michelle and Austin. That hopefully answers your question, especially the hacky sack related portion. Let's see, our next question here. This is from Jane Needs Coffee. How should I arrange my living room? Frank, why don't you, do you have an answer for us there?
How should you arrange your living room? Well, I don't know if you know about these things called baskets, but you can get a large basket. Inside that is a slightly smaller basket. They're like nesting baskets. If you get 12 nesting baskets, that's 12 different locations for you to put all your stuff in the living room. The largest nesting basket can also act as a sofa. Boom! Baskets. You got it? You're organized? Hey.
Nice. Long John, what's your advice on this one?
Well, I like to keep my glazed donuts above all of my powdered sugar donuts because you don't want the powdered sugar to get everywhere, all over all your stuff. So first and foremost, I think I would do that. I would make sure all your glaze is separate from your powdered sugar. Just, you don't need to use as many Swiffer pads. And also just make sure you got a bathroom because if you serve coffee, then you're gonna need to have a bathroom for your customers.
It's true, it's true. Jake, what do you think about this one?
You're not my dad. I mean, whatever shows off those hacky sacks.
Ha! Nice. All right. Hey, real quick, this is a lightning round question, and after that, Nick, I'm going to come to you for the next round. But this is lightning round question from from Zorro Anderson. What should they name their fantasy football team? Frank.
Frank's Baskets.
Nice. Long John.
Tiger Tail.
Nice. Jake.
Hacky sackin'.
Nice. Nick, what is our next question for our panelists?
All right, Allie Does Improv wants to know, what do we do in the shadows, but in Chicago specifically? So kind of like a two-parter on that one.
So I'm going to turn it over to Frank. What do we do in the shadows, but in Chicago specifically? Take it away.
All right, let me tell you what we do, okay? In the shadows in Chicago specifically, we put vegetables on our hot dogs. And then you put it in a basket and you eat it.
Nice! All right, Long John, what about you? What do we do in Chicago? What do we do in the shadows in Chicago specifically?
What we do in the shadows is that we say that we have Bavarian cream, custard filled, and vanilla cream when they are secretly all the same dang cream.
It's incredibly accurate. And Jake, what do we do in the shadows in Chicago specifically?
What are you, my detention teacher?
I don't think I...
I never, you know that scene in She's All That when the cool guy gets up in hacky sacks and says, hacky sack? Well, we're all Freddie Prinze Jr.
Fantastic. Give it up for the blue team.
I'm a spin, I'm a baller, take a deep breath. I'm a shark, you 7 days a week, I'll be up all night, day and night, day and night. I'm a spin, I'm a baller, take a deep breath. I'm a shark.
I am a shark. All right, that was fantastic. By the way, if you're in the chat right now, loyal fans watching, lock that game away in your brains. Remember that advice. Think of how it might serve you in the future, because you're going to have to vote on whether it deserves more points in just a few moments. But
Hey, Pad.
Yes, Nick.
You remember the song Baby Shark?
Oh, yeah. How does that go? No, wait. We don't have time. We have to move on.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have time later in the show. But for right now, we have to move on. See, Captain Kate, please join me on the screen.
Hello! We are not sharks. We're bears, as you know.
You know what? I do have to follow up. Nick, what was your question about Baby Shark?
Wait, what?
I was just gonna ask if you remembered the song.
Oh, then yes. All right, Captain Kate, what would you like to do to challenge that game of good, bad, worst advice?
Well, you know what? Normally I like to insult the other team, but honestly, I enjoyed it. And it wasn't terrible. So the only thing we can do to combat it, because we know that these loyal fans are going to have to vote on which they like more, is we got to head due northeast to those Catskills, baby. We're going to play Hey Morty.
The most dangerous game at Comedy Sports. Please field your team. In the chat right now, I need a reason you might gather with people, whether that be like, a birthday party or a funeral, something like that. What's an excuse to get together with your friends? Go ahead and start typing those suggestions into chat right now. The way this game is going to work is our three players are going to show off their acting chops and present a scene based on your suggestion in that location, in those circumstances. However, at some point, they might say a word that piques my interest. At that point, I will blow the official Hunger Games Mockingjay whistle, and I will repeat that word, and whoever said it is going to immediately have to turn into a Catskills comedian and come up with a one-liner using that suggestion. All right, let's see. So this scene is going to take place based on... these are fantastic.
These are really good.
I might save some of these for later. Nick, is there one that's jumping out at you? There's like 3 that I can't decide amongst.
I love axe grinding.
Wonderful. Your suggestion is axe grinding, however you would like to interpret that. This is the game of Hey Morty. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Then hit it!
What are you doing on my land?
Bury the line. I'm 4 feet that way. I'm clearing up my territory.
Horace, I want you to stop gaslighting me about the property line. You know I don't have good memory, and now I'm gonna have to go look it up again.
Barry.
Yeah, Horace, these are our names. We've known each other for a long time.
Names! Matt!
Hey, Morty, have you heard the one about names?
Oh, Morty!
No, I haven't heard about names.
Well, don't call them. They'll call you.
Barry, if you just let me draw a line for once in your life, you'll know the difference between memory and reality.
Horace.
Barry.
Ever since we met, when our parents both died at the same time and left us both these properties at the exact same time, I knew I couldn't trust you.
Nah, I will never trust you. You know, trust is very fickle nowadays.
Trust! Louis!
Hey, Morty, you hear the one about trust?
No, Morty!
Yo, Morty, you did hear the one about trust!
It's like a mirror. Once it's shattered, it's gone forever.
Horace, Barry, I'm back from the Land Grant Society.
Land Grant Society, Kate.
Hey, Morty, did you hear the one about the Land Grant Society?
No, Marty, we didn't hear the one about the Land Grant Society.
It only gives you free land. I got some bad news, boys.
What about Land Grant Society?
Well, it's
Sam?
about the property line. Turns out we got this line wrong for the last 50 years.
Oh!
Right.
No.
This land belongs to the county.
What, on both sides?
On both sides?
Both sides, Matt.
Marty, did you hear the one about both sides?
No, Morty, you didn't hear the one about both sides.
Well, I hope you take the news better than my parents when I told them I liked it. Cha-cha-cha-cha!
It's a very unique zoning issue.
Zoning issue, Kate.
Hey, Morty, did you hear the one about the zoning issue?
No, Marty, we didn't hear the one about the zoning issue.
Well, it's completely out of bounds.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that this is a historical moment.
Historical moment, Louis.
Hey, Marty, you hear the one about the historical moment?
No, Marty, we didn't hear the one about the historical moment.
Well, it's no longer his.
And that is time. Give it up for your red team, everybody. All right, everybody, it is now time to vote. I'm going to throw it over to you, Nick.
All right, hey guys, guess what I'm doing right now? I'm putting a poll into the chat, which means you're gonna vote on which team you thought the game was better. We had the blue team with good, bad, worst advice, bringing out some fantastic characters about hay and donuts and hacky sacks, and then you just saw what even was that game? Hey Morty, we don't even know what it is. We've been playing it for years. We still don't know what it is with the red team of Hey Morty. So we hope you enjoyed both of them. It is coming a little bit closer, but there is one team still ahead. Yes, Ref Pad.
While those votes are coming out, I just want to say a big thank you to David CSC, who subscribed at Tier 2. That's 11 months, 1 month short of a year-long subscription to Comedy Sports. That's one way to support us directly. We appreciate that very, very much. So give it up for David CSC. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, David. Man, this is really getting close.
Yeah.
Like, it started off pretty, and now it's like, whoa, it's tied, percentage-wise. That's math. I learned it during the games. It's tied again. Okay, and we have a winner. It's technically tied by percentages, but if you dive in deeper into the metrics and the analytics in Excel, you'll see that the blue team had 481 votes, but the red team had 484. 5 big points to the red team.
Yeah, 5 points to the red team. Congratulations to both of our teams. Captains, please join me on the screen. All right.
Ooh.
Captain Kate, congratulations. That's 5 points for your team. You've won the same number of games as the blue team, who have 10 points, so this is totally fair.
Hey, that's okay. We'll take it. We're feeling bare and brave.
In that case, how do you want to keep that momentum going? It is your turn to challenge the blue team to a head-to-head. What's it going to be?
Oh my gosh. Well, we were just in the Catskills, and now let's go straight south, and we want to challenge them to the game of Foxworthy.
Ooh, blue team, do you accept?
We do, partner.
I have
prepared.
Not seen. What's really amazing is I know that hat, and I'm so happy to see it again. Field your teams. All right, loyal fans, welcome to the game of Foxworthy. In the chat right now, I need a whole bunch of nouns. These can be occupations, these can be your favorite states, these can be places you'd like to visit, these can be concepts, emotions, these could be things you'd find in your kitchen, these could be things you'd find in someone else's kitchen. Anything that you think would make a good setup for a joke. And our players are going to go one at a time, burn box style, which means I'm going to call on them. They won't know when it's coming, and they will have to immediately do a Jeff Foxworthy style joke based on that suggestion. Whichever team at the end of this has tickled your funny bone the most, you're going to have to vote for them. So remember, which team got the most laughs for you in this round of Foxworthy? My Florida accent comes back every time we play this game. All right. So Nick, what is going to be our first suggestion to kick off this game of Foxworthy?
Our first suggestion is going to be unicycle.
Unicycle is your suggestion. Also, Emmy Ismay, I feel like I always pronounce that incorrectly, but thank you so much for subscribing and for gifting 2 subs to our community. Thank you so much. Supporting the channel and making us all feel good. Woo! All right, so you just said what the suggestion was, unicycle. Your suggestion is unicycle. I'm going to start off with Louis.
Well, let me tell you, whenever you got a unicycle, you gotta make sure that you've got your own wheel.
Simon.
Oh boy, now, if you are a whole feature in a local Barnum and Bailey circus, then you might be a unicycle.
Kate.
You know something? If you find that you're always rolling single, you might just be a unicycle.
Kelsey.
If you are unbalanced, you might be a unicycle.
Kamak.
If you only happen to sweat once a day, you're on a unicycle. All right?
Matt.
If you go to a sushi restaurant for a lunch special and they serve you a combo that's half bicycle and half sea urchin, you might have a unicycle.
Excellent, a very deep cut and one I appreciate. We're going to move on to our next suggestion. This is going to be... I don't know why this one just made me laugh. I'll come back to that. So French horn. French horn is your suggestion, and we're going to kick things off with Cynthia.
We got a hype train in the thing.
Choo choo choo.
Choo choo choo.
Thank you to Wark Mother. Thank you to Ali Does Improv, and to you, Cynthia.
All right. If you're a horse that when it has gas, it makes the sound of one of those thingies, the you might, and also the top of your head has that Paris building, the Eiffel Tower coming out of it. You might be you'd be a French horn.
Oh, that was a magical. That was a magical.
That was a great essay on comedy.
All right, let's move on to our next suggestion. So let's see. Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is your next suggestion. We're going to start off with Kate.
Oh, if you find yourself doing a whole lot of crafting, you might just be mac and cheese.
Kelsey.
If you make really weird noises when people mix you up, you might be mac and cheese.
Louis.
If you're feeling like a texture like sweet Velveeta, then you might just be some mac and cheese.
Cynthia.
If you are me and you have squeaky clean comedy, you might be a mac and cheese.
Matt.
If you like to hit people with an open hand, but also you stand alone, you might be a smack and cheese.
Simon.
If you are notoriously easy, you might be a mac and cheese.
Nick, I'm going to pass it to you for the next suggestion. While you're looking, another thank you to Ali Does Improv and to Amanda Brock for their support as well. Thank you so much. All right, Nick, what is our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is foghorn leghorn.
Oh boy, foghorn leghorn
have fun.
Is your suggestion. We're gonna start with Louis.
If you were lost looking for the French and you didn't find them, you might be foghorn leghorn.
Oh, there were so many layers to that one. Bonus point for just the number of layers in that joke parfait. Let's see, Simon.
If you sound like this, you might be Foghorn Leghorn.
Matt!
If you need to get an early warning for both the potential of a ship hitting the shore and your leg falling off, you might need a Foghorn Leghorn.
Fantastic. Kelsey?
If you are a cartoon chicken, you might be Foghorn.
Checks out. Cynthia?
Now, I do say, hear me out here. Now, if you are filled with feathers and a crocodile, you might be a Foghorn Leghorn, I do.
Kate?
Well, I tell you, if you find yourself a Looney Tune, you might be a Foghorn Leghorn.
And, excellent. We're going to do this one just because I just want to hear where it goes. This is from Amanda Brock. This is Roll Doll. Roll Doll for this round. We're going to kick things off with Kelsey.
If you are BFG, you might be Roll Doll.
Matt.
If you are trying to make a savings throw with DM appreciation, you might get a good rolled doll.
Remember that point I gave to Louie earlier? Let's go ahead and take it away for that one. Louie, it's over to you.
If you find yourself singing, my, you're a spy, you might as well be Roll Doll.
Simon.
Oh, if you are a Cabbage Patch taking a tumble down a hill, you could be a Roll Doll.
Cynthia.
If you like to gather up all your friends, some of which are critters, and crawl just into the center of a big old fuzzy peach, you might be a Roll Doll.
And Kate.
All right, well, similarly, if you find yourself with no parents and a real mean principal, and suddenly in your mid-childhood you find that you are telekinetic, you might just be a Roll Doll.
That is time! Give it up for both of your teams!
Let's get this one thing clear. You should know you're looking at us.
Oh, that song ended too soon. Do we have a poll going on?
Yeah, we've got a poll going on. I'm getting it set up right now. You know, they loved those last rounds of jokes so much. We actually had a hype train go through the chat again. Thank you so much to our little fans for getting that set up. So right now we're going to have a poll come down, and you're going to get to vote on which team's jokes you liked better. The red team or the blue team. Those are the teams that are playing in tonight's show. So I am just getting my... Yeah, what's up?
There it is. I was saying, the poll has just appeared, so go ahead and vote. Yeah, who did you laugh at more? Or who do you think...
Who did it better?
Yeah, or who do you think put in the most effort? We also applaud just the effort of trying here. While those are coming in, if you wanted to type in something like, I don't know, ! schedule, you can find out more about when our shows are happening here online. And did you know that we have live in-person shows coming back soon?
Uh-oh.
Yep, starting in October, we have live in-person shows at the Den Theater. Go ahead and check us out at cszchicago.com for that schedule. This is super, super exciting. We have to see if we remember what it's like to actually move while we're doing this show. I can't wait to find out along with you. So thank you all so much for your support. In fact, that hype train we just had and the support that you've given us over this past year and a half is what made this possible. So, oh, that poll's almost done.
Yep. It's done. Okay, and the red team won with 67%.
67%, 5 points to the red team. What does that make our score?
Okay, I'm pretty sure the score is now tied, and it is a barn winner with 10-10.
We have now met the official definition of barn burning. Congratulations to both teams for being equally skilled as we go into our Six Things round.
I'm flexing.
All right, Captain Kelsey, Captain Kate, Captain Kate, Captain Kelsey, it is all tied up. This is the 6 things round. This is what decides it all. And because of that, I'm going to issue a special Captain Challenge. This is six things head to head, Captain versus Captain. You don't have to accept, but you can, do you?
Oh, we're a bunch of bears and we accept.
And as a bunch of boss babies, yeah, time to set up a good conference call and knock it out.
It's the age-old battle, nature's fiercest enemies, babies and bears. Let's see which one comes out on top this time. Bye-bye, captains. Both of our captains have gone into the soundproof ether of the internet, and we are about to make things really tough for them. This is 6 things. This is the one game that we play in every single match. Now, earlier, Nick, I believe that you asked for some fun summertime activities, and I believe that that's what we're going to use for inspiration.
That's right. Loyal fans, I was kind of playing a little joke, because we were going to use your suggestions from the top of the show to figure out what activities we're going to get for 6 things. So thanks for giving us those suggestions. It looks like our first suggestion for an activity is eating ice cream. Pat, I'll let you take this away.
Wonderful. For the activity of eating ice cream, basically what's going to happen is we've sent our players out of the room. They're going to have to come back and work with these activities, but as they are now, a little too easy, so we're going to try to mix things up, make it a little bit tougher for them when they get back. So 2 things I need from you. One is a celebrity that when you were younger, like when you were in middle school, high school, you had their poster on your wall, you wanted to give them a smooch, they were your inspiration. Who's that celebrity you had a crush on back when you were a kid? And then also, what's something that's just incredibly difficult to carry? That could be because it's big and heavy. It could be a bunch of ping pong balls without a container. Just what's something that'd be very hard to carry around? All right. Oh, you know what? It's the first thing I've seen in chat, and so it's going to be really tough not to take this one. But I'm actually going to write this one down because I am going to use it later on. But you are eating ice cream with Christina Applegate. That is from Wark Milder. I do want to give Amanda Brock a shout out to something difficult to carry is the weight of parental expectations. I absolutely love it. But instead from Zora Anderson, I'm going to take grand piano. So you're with Christina Applegate, and your ice cream itself is a grand piano. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the normal, make it a little bit weirder, and I'm going to pass it back to you, Nick, for thing number 2.
Number 2, hey guys, we're running through a sprinkler, which is so much fun, right? Well, it's not when you're doing it this way. Your sprinkler, for the idea of what the sprinkler could be, what is your favorite noun that starts with the letter D? Mind you, the brown bag file. Your favorite noun that starts with the letter D. A noun is a person, place, thing, or an idea. Check that out. So let's get some things in the chat for that. Okay, very cool. Ooh, I like that. So your sprinkler is a didgeridoo. That's fun. And then for the second thing, what is the best birthday gift you've ever gotten in your life? It could be from when you were a really little kid, like a really cool toy. It could be like a car when you were 16, or not, like some of us. But what's the best birthday gift you've ever gotten that could also? Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, you know what? I love that so much. So your feet are gonna be baby brothers.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. And now it's back to Pat Connolly.
Fantastic. I'm going to take at least one suggestion from the stuff we already have, but for this next activity, what is an abstract concept? That can be anything from the idea of government. That's a real thing, but it's also conceptual, or it could be an emotion. What's an abstract concept you have on your mind? For smoking a whole hog, the hog itself, we're going to change it up just a little bit, and it is going to be a dump truck. So you are smoking a dump truck instead of a pig. That is far more ethical. And still waiting on those concepts, those abstract ideas, those emotions, those ethereal things that you can't put a face to. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm writing this one down too because I'm absolutely taking it later, unless you get to it first. So the smoke that you're smoking with, instead of being smoke, it's going to be language. The idea of language.
Ah, interesting. Very cool.
Spoken or written, I will accept either one.
Very
All right,
good.
and Nick, over to you. Thing number 4.
Number 4. Hey, I think we're out in the park and we're watching some birds. That's right. So to watch some birds, you know what? What is something that when you went to your grandmother's house was like always there? Like my grandmother had these pair of scissors that had these orange like handles, and for some reason they were like always on her kitchen table for like sewing or cutting up coupons or whatever she did. So when you go to your grandmother's house, what was something that you always saw there? Ooh, I'm gonna take your binoculars are red nail polish. That's what your binoculars are. Man, you guys have some pretty interesting grandmas, which I like.
It's true.
Yeah. And what is ooh, I'm trying to think. When you're watching the birds, you're gonna be listening to what's a song that you really like? I'll say that. Or what's a band that you really like? I should say that. A band that you really like. Sorry, I'm like throwing this all off the thing.
This is fantastic. The next show is not for another hour and 9 minutes, so we've got plenty of time.
Okay, good. I'm trying so hard. Oh, I like that. Amanda Brock, you're funny. Okay, very good. So the band that you're listening to is The Band.
Oh, that is both the simplest and also the most brutal suggestion I think I've ever heard for 6 things.
Love it.
All right. So I am going to switch things up a little bit for thing number 5. Now, something you need to know is that this is going to be a guessing game, which means that this is already pretty tough. For things 5 and 6, they're worth double points in this round, so we're going to make it even a little bit trickier. Oh, I see a theme with this one. So number 5 is catching a greased pig. Catching a greased pig. For this one, I already have 2 things that I saw earlier, so I'm going to take these. Let's see. The first one is the greased pig that you are trying to catch is going to be. I really love this one earlier. Will Wheaton. That's Will Wheaton from Star Trek. I will accept Ensign Crusher, but Will Wheaton is the answer that we are going for. And then the grease. This pig has not been greased with grease. It has been greased with moxie. Again, this one might sound impossible to get, and it may be, but the important thing is it's worth double points, so we had to do that. All right, that means we're on to thing number 6. Nick, this is what it all comes down to.
This is what it all comes down to. Thanks, Pat. Sorry for interrupting. I'm just excited because we're going on a Wave Runner. It's the end of summer. It's so fun. Yeah, but instead of the Wave Runner is the Moderna vaccine. I'm being inspired by one of the suggestions I saw. So your Wave Runner is the Moderna vaccine, which is the one that I got, and it came out today that it's actually the most effective. But all the vaccines are good. So Comedysportz supports vaccine. Guys, come on. All right.
Again, 2 weeks of live shows. 2 weeks of live shows.
2 weeks of live shows.
We love them.
We got to do this. We got to do this. Okay. And you are wearing anesthesia.
Ooh.
Which is from an earlier get as well, making it hard for you guys.
I wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone in the chat for these. I don't know that I've ever laughed this consistently at 6 things suggestions, and this is one of those where it's like I am heartbroken at some things we couldn't take. If you stick around for the 9:30 show, maybe we will. So feel free to bring those back with you. All right, we have 6 fantastic things on the screen right now. I'm going to take a screenshot just to be on the safe side, but I believe that means it is now time for us to bring back both of our captains to try to guess in this game.
Fantastic. I'm going to bring those captains back.
All right, and so here's what's about to happen. As our captains join us, you gave us these 6 activities. We got these 12 wacky replacements for them. This is a guessing game. Kate and Kelsey are each going to come back. They will each have, for each of these activities, 90 seconds to try to figure out what they are. To make it a little bit tougher, their teams can only get them to guess using 2 tools. Those are mime and gibberish. They cannot use the English language. They can only use their physical bodies and abstract sounds to convey information. If they want to take a guess before that 90 seconds is up, they are free to. If they get it wrong, they can use the remaining time to clean it up. Once that timer runs out, though, if they don't get it right on their final guess, the other team can steal those points from them. So each team has a chance to get points for each of these activities. At some point, you've done the math. I think there's like 40 points on the line or something. It is very, very intense.
This game is insane.
Yeah, if you have not seen it before.
If you've never seen it, it's like nuts.
Yeah, it is bonkers. So the first 4 of these, things 1 through 4, are each worth 5 points, just like the games we played before. However, things number 5 and 6 are each worth 10 points, meaning it might all come down to one final guess. Now, we're going to start off with the blue team for the game of 6 things. Captain Kelsey, you are back. Captain Kate, you are back. Captain Kelsey and the bosses, for thing number 1 in the game of 6 things, are you ready?
Yes!
I got baby.
All right, we've got thing number 1 up. Blue team is ready. 90 seconds on the clock. Thing number 1 starts now.
Ding.
Shamagihila da Shabada Hovazi da Hamaga Zabada da da Oh Shabata Hibada Oh Shabada Shabada Dizabada Shabada Shebazin da Shabada Habada Zira Azabada Shabada Sabada Higa Azabada Habada Azamaha Shudalga Shabada Ba Tam Bana Ba Shabada Zabada Shabada Zabada Haga Zamba Hilagada
30 seconds.
Azamahi
Is a fum is a was a is a
10 seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
We got 7 seconds left, and it's lightning outside.
Yeah, 7 seconds, and my favorite thing about that was seeing the lightning, and about a half second later, seeing... Oh! There it is!
Oh! We're all in the same city!
All right. At possibly all of our final comedy sports shows, Kelsey, what is your guess for activity number 1, if you could remember?
Okay, well, I'm eating an ice cream cone with Christina Applegate. Bae, I love her. And then the ice cream cone, this is so weird without music, I'm just throwing that out. A grand piano.
That is correct! 5 points to the blue team!
Nice.
That lightning must have like hit some sort of like a. This is like basically. I couldn't think of a parallel to the natural. I could think of baseball bat, but I don't know what we use instead of a baseball bat. Anyway.
Charged.
Fantastic. Captain Kate, the blue team is now ahead by 5, but you have a chance to tie it up here. This is.
We're ready.
Oh, fantastic. If you are ready and your teammates are ready, this is thing number 2 for the red team. 90 seconds on the clock, starting now!
Yes.
Dapat kau pesos, eh?
Si Miserafo, so?
Dapat bebes?
So what's gonna be?
Dapat
Isa, choose gonna be?
dapat bebes.
Si Miserafo? Oh, is it? Yeah, si Miserafo. Oh, Masabo!
1 minute.
Wow, 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 wow,
Esse bicho aí, what's up? Wow, você quis é o.
Hey, ah, de mal, de.
Não, né, peça é
Kau pesos, kau pesos, bebes.
Sapuau?
30 seconds.
Sige, beba.
Foca baixa.
10 seconds.
All right, stop the clock. Stop the clock.
7 seconds again. No lightning.
That is, unless. Nope. All right, Kate, you have 7 seconds left if you don't get it, but I don't think you're gonna need it. What are you doing?
Don't need it. I am running through the sprinklers on a beautiful hot summer day. My sprinkler is a didgeridoo, and my feet are a bunch of toddlers.
You are very, very close. Your activity of running through a sprinkler is correct. Your sprinkler is, in fact, a didgeridoo, but what your feet are is not quite there.
Okay.
But you have 7 seconds. You do need them. Take it.
7 and a bar, bar and a bar.
7.
Bar and bar, bar. Ba 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 ba
5,
ba ba
4,
ba ba
3,
ba ba
2, 1. That's time. Stop. Stop it. Stop.
All right. There we go. All right, Kate, this is for 5 points. What are you doing?
Great. I'm running through sprinklers. My sprinkler is a didgeridoo, and my feet are a bunch of babies.
Oh, that is not quite there, but you were very, very close. Kelsey, you do have a chance to steal. You got to give me the whole thing, though.
All right, well, I'm running through that sprinkler, which is a didgeridoo, but my feet are those terrible tubes in your parents. You're a terrible child.
Both of you are exceptionally close. You were running through a sprinkler. Your sprinkler was a didgeridoo. Your feet were baby brothers. They were baby brothers. You were both very, very close. Admirable guesses. But please bring the blue team back to the screen as we move on to thing number 3. Hey, Nick, do you know what that score is off the top of your head?
I do, because I'm keeping track now. The score is 15-10 in favor of the blue team.
All right, in the blue team's favor, a chance to widen that lead. Kelsey, it's up to you. Are you ready?
Yeah, I am. I'm just kidding, yeah.
Thing number 3, starting now.
Shabada shompade shinkada sha sabada whoosh 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 sabada hula shabada habaza hagalehi shabada wait shabada habada shabada honada
Yes, Scott.
shabada
I'm sorry, I gave the correct amount of time. We're going to stop the clock right there just to acknowledge that there was a technical foul that just occurred with Simon still on mute. However, I would like to add just a few seconds back to the clock. I'll leave that to our stage manager for how many. But we're going to resume play now.
Okay. Oinky. Is a bassa bump bum bum. Yeah? Is a swamp.
Like
Like a bump. Yeah.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
He's a mongo, same call. Sabada, he's had to go check back a good
10 seconds.
Havaza, Himana, Hulada, Sabada.
4, 3, 2, 1. And
I'm going to
we're
call it
done.
right there. We have...
Oh, 2. We got 2 seconds. Sorry.
There are still 2 seconds on the clock. Kelsey, give us the entire activity.
All right, everybody, buckle your biscuits. I am at a pig roast, and the pig is a garbage truck, and the smoke from the campfire that I was roasting the pig is just a conversation.
This is, I think, literally as close as you could be without being right on any of the things. But you are, I mean, it is, I cannot tell you how close you are, but you have 2 seconds to clean up all 3 things, starting now.
2, 1. Time. Stop it.
That is time.
Cynthia, stop it.
Already on thin ice. All right. So, Kelsey, what is thing number 3?
So, I'm at a pig roast. The smoke that goes through the pig's mouth is the smoke, and then the pig is a dump truck.
I'm not going to say there are parts of this you got correct. There are parts that you didn't quite get, but I'm going to pass it over to Kate to see if she knows this. Kate,
Oh, I got it.
give me the whole thing for the steal.
Yeah, I'm at a pig roast. The pig is a dump truck, and the smoke rising from the fire is language.
I will accept that. That is 5 points for the red team.
Oh, nice.
But if you're not roasting a pig.
You know what? That is technically correct. It is technically smoking a hog. But just to make things fair, I was going to take away points to the technical foul, but the dumps like a truck Gev was so amusing that I will no longer take away technical foul points as a fair compromise.
Okay. Did the red team still get points for that?
Yes, they did. They still got the full points. What does that make our score?
It's tied. It's 15 all. That's tennis.
That's tennis for you. All right, Captain Kate, let's keep this streak going.
Let's do this.
90 seconds on the clock. Thing number 4 starting now.
No!
Tweet. Oh, ba ba ba.
Oh yeah. So,
Goodbye. Tweet.
Whatever shit, whatever. Besos.
Oh, here's a cheese. Oh, salad. Okay, yeah.
Whiskey.
Oh, satchel. Oh, papusa. I said,
Ba.
1 minute.
Oh, no. Okay.
Bo ba ba bo ba bo ba ba bo. Saba.
Say
Kagaba.
Is it? We can push it up. Say
Ba-bom, bam, ba-bam, ba-ding, ba-dam, 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 bam, ba-na-now.
Oh, no.
Stop the clock.
16 seconds.
Okay.
16 seconds left. Kate, what are you doing?
Great. I'm bird watching. My binoculars are red nail polish, very sassy, and the music that I'm listening to is Steve Miller Band.
You are bird watching. Your binoculars are, in fact, nail polish. Did you specify what type of nail polish?
Yeah, it's red nail polish.
Correct, that is correct. We just have to clean up what that last replacement is. So you have 16 seconds left to do that. Plenty of time. Let's take it away now.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop it! You're done. You're done.
That is time. That is time. Kate, you are 2/3 of the way there, but I need to hear the whole thing.
Load off someone. That's what I'm hearing. No, who is it? Okay, I'm take a load for free. I'm bird watching. And my binoculars are red nail polish, and the music I'm listening to is Van Morrison.
Oh, it is not Van Morrison. I'm so sorry,
And
Kelsey.
Put the load right on me. Like I know what it is.
Well,
What
let's
is
see it. The important question now is, does
called
Kelsey know it?
The Load. The song is called The Load.
These are great clues for Kelsey.
We're gonna need you to mute yourself so Kelsey can guess.
Don't worry, I still don't know. Bird watching with those red nail binoculars. Oh, what? Red nail polish binoculars. okay. I'm nervous. And then I'm listening to the sweet, sweet sounds of the well-known Canadian artist, Jean-Philippe Sousa, and his
If I had done the night they drove old Dixie down, would that have helped?
I'm sorry. Kate, can you say that again?
Pat, if you give me a small hint and I get it, can I get 1 point for my team?
Yes, and your original guess for that replacement, you got one word correct.
Band.
In 5, 4,
Band.
3, 2, 1,
Band.
0.
Oh, the band!
I had literally just said 0 before you said that, so I'm afraid I cannot give you points for it, but I can give you credit for it, just not points. That was an amazing guess.
Take the load for free.
Did you just offer her exposure?
Yes.
Is that what she wins?
Yeah, this is fantastic. The word's gonna get out there. You're gonna get to make so many other guesses on musical acts if this pays off.
What happened to you, Pat Connolly?
The band, they're a band. Well, they're the band, but they're a band.
Gave that suggestion. Come talk to me.
Yeah.
All right, but Nick, what does that make our score?
It's still tied. 15.
We need to settle it. Although I have just realized that it is very likely that this is going to come down to a tiebreaker. So start thinking now about who you wanted to take that to jump on that grenade there. All right.
Yeah.
So we are now on to thing number 5. This is the double points round. 10 points on the line here. We're going to go to the blue team. 90 seconds on the clock. Thing number 5. Blue team, are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Woo! Start.
Shabada hibalada, habada hook, shabada ha, shabada wee. Zabada hira, shabada da. Unkarala. Wee. Oh, shabada hibada ka. Sobra hibada, shabada da. Oh, shama hikalo, shabada hinki esima lanata.
Shabobo.
Oinky. It's just a spush boo. Beep boop boop.
1 minute.
What? Booby dooby doo is swoop. It's
Woskapo.
Shama higala, shabada la. Wee. Shaba hilala, Zaba hamalala, Hoshimana, Shabada.
30 seconds.
Shabada taka, Shabada hata, Juba. Hata, ha, Shamadi.
All right, we will stop the clock right there.
12 seconds left.
You have 12 seconds left. I just want to say, I understand why someone would be confused, but also those were dead-on accurate gives for all of those things. But Kelsey, what is your guess? What is your activity?
Well, I'm chasing an oily pig. That's what. Gotta catch them all.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's what it's catching a greased pig specifically, but we'll take it. Hello.
The pig is the most famous Star Trek person, Kirk Cameron, and then the oil, grease, as you said on the pig, is just a nice little bicep.
All right, you are trying to chase a greased pig. The person that you guessed was not correct, but you are right on the category for what the pig is. As for the grease, not so much. But you have 12 seconds to clean it up. Starting now.
Oink boy. It's food.
Oh, 10 seconds.
Food. Oh, it's about
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! Stop it! Stop!
No more time.
Stop.
No more time. No more gives. Kelsey, give me the whole thing. What are you doing? So ominous.
Pretty obvious. I'm catching a greased pig, and then the pig is well, it's Spock's. That's him. Spock.
Spock's.
Spock's plural.
Hmm?
And The grease on the pig, well, it's nothing but my first day of school.
I get excellent guesses. I understand exactly why those are the guesses you made, but Kate has a chance to steal. Kate, give me the whole thing.
Great. I'm trying to catch a greased little pig. The oinky oinky, as Simon says. The grease on the pig is confidence, and the pig itself is it's either Will Wheaton or the guy.
I need one answer.
I need Riker or the guy who played Riker.
Commit to one.
Okay, I think it's the guy who played Riker.
Oh, wrong on both counts. You were catching a greased pig. The greased pig was in fact Will Wheaton.
No!
And the grease itself was Moxie.
The band.
There's no band called Moxie. I refuse to believe that.
But those were from both teams. Once again, great guesses. Based on the clues that were given, which were excellent clues, they were excellent guesses.
Yeah, well, Wesley never had a beard, Simon.
That was modern day Will Wheaton.
Whatever.
I've seen the sweater.
Now.
We've got a nerd fight in the game.
For a change.
Jealous?
Friends along the way.
He also voiced Ready Player One, the audio.
We got this. We got this. We got this.
All right, we are losing audience members the more you talk about this, so let's move on.
All right, we are on to thing number 6. It is currently a tie. If the red team gets this one in the next 90 seconds, they win the whole thing. If the blue team steals after the red team messes up, if they do, then the blue team gets the whole thing. If neither team gets it, it's going to come down to a sudden death tiebreaker. So, no pressure. All right, thing number 6, 90 seconds on the clock. Captain Kate, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Here we go. Begin.
Ring. Oh. Ring. Yeah,
Wab wab wab. Jappa pusha ba ha ba ha.
No.
1 minute.
Sabada bash. Blah blah. Babada bash. Blah 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 blah. Baba kukuk ba. Flurler. Flur. Flur.
30 seconds.
Esa masa, se pusava, esa, so, okay, so Chusava, esa, okay, whatever. Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
All right.
5 seconds. No one from the red team has self-respect, and it's sad.
Hey, we'll find out. All right. Red team, Kate, what's your activity? You have 5 seconds if you don't get it.
I am jet skiing. My wetsuit is oral Novocaine, and my jet ski is the AstraZeneca vaccine, but the second dose.
How dare you?
Okay.
How dare you?
Once again, we have reached. This is a situation where you could literally not be closer to any of these things without being actually correct.
My God.
You are not on a jet ski, but we're on the right track. You are not taking the AstraZeneca vaccine, but you're on the right track. And you're not wearing oral Novocaine, but you are on the right track. You're at just maybe 2 on the right track, if anything. Okay, you have 5 seconds to clean all of this up. Again, you could not be closer. 5 seconds, red team, going now!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
All right, no time left. All right, Kate, this is for the win.
Great.
What is your activity?
I'm kiteboarding.
Mm-hmm.
Right? My kiteboard is the second dose of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. And the wetsuit that I'm wearing is a fluoride treatment.
I want you to know that those were fantastic guesses, yet actually farther away from the first round. Kelsey.
I'm going back to the Herald.
Life is a Herald. Kelsey, this is a chance to steal. This is for all the marbles. What's the activity?
Okay, well, I'm on a wave runner. And
Correct!
Oh! And the, well, I forgot it. My wetsuit is Sensodyne. And, my wave runner is the second dose of the Johnson & Johnson.
I am astonished at this because you have literally listed every available vaccine between the two of you besides the Moderna vaccine, which was the one we're looking for, and you were wearing anesthesia, but those are fantastic guesses, which means we've come down 15-15, a sudden death tiebreaker. We need each team to select one member to come to the screen for one more round of Foxworthy, and I will give you your category. All right, for the blue team, who's going to take this Foxworthy round?
Hey, Simon!
Simon for the blue team. Red team, who's taking this for the Foxworthy round?
Louie, I love you, but I gotta go with Pun Master Elwell.
On Master Elwell. All right, so this is going to be Simon versus Matt. I'm going to give you one suggestion. Whoever's hand I see first will get to go first, meaning the other person can't use the same joke. So there is an advantage to being the first one to go, even though you don't have as much time to think. Your suggestion. This is from earlier when we were playing Foxworthy. I wrote this one down. Your suggestion for all the marbles is space time. Matt.
If you are not trying to be periodic, but in fact a continuum, you might be space-time.
Fantastic. Lock that one in your brains. You're going to have to vote in just a second. Simon, what's yours?
If you are just like a big hole where everything gets sucked in and lost forever, you might be a space-time.
Ooh, those were fantastic. I'm going to put a poll in the chat right now of which of those jokes you want to see take all the points, starting right now. Start voting right now. Who do you think should take that based on just those two sudden death jokes? The poll is...
Remember, we've got
an addendum.
We've got Matt on the red team, Simon on the blue team, just to remind everyone.
All right. And while you are voting, don't forget... it's not going to count towards the voting, but Simon, what is your better one?
If you are a type of phone call with like a bunch of stars that no one under any circumstances ever wants to accept, you might be a space-time. Like a FaceTime.
All right, now you get to respond, right?
You get to respond. It's the only democratic thing to do.
If you try to neuter your pets with salad herbs, you might have space time.
All right, I don't think either of those have influenced the voting, but we're going to see what happens. But as those votes come in, just a reminder, !TIX to find out about our upcoming live shows. We are returning to live in-person shows. We get to see your faces.
We have a winner!
And
the winner is the red team!
No, we're in my house, Collier! My house!
Boo.
Winner.
Oh man, wasn't that a big old bunch of crazy? We're so happy that you came out and watched the show tonight. Big old round of applause to that red O'Hare Bears who won the game. And a big thank you to the Chicago Baby Bosses for coming in and trying. Let's give a big thank you to the Baby Bosses. We've got Simon Collier, Cynthia Kamak, and your captain Kelsey Myers. And your winning team, we have Louis Cordone, Matt Elwell, and your cow, good, he's doing it again, and your captain Kate Cohen, and her cat for about 2 minutes there. Hey, we got it. Okay, cool. And your fantastic referee, Pat Connolly, who is on the mic tonight. We had Ryan Ford in the back room bringing us drinks. I'm 24 years old. Have a good night.
Always on tonight. Throw that thing from left, right, side to side. Yeah. All my friends are here. Play my favorite song right on top. Yeah. And we never stop. Music bumping, we just keep on rolling. Yeah. No, we never stop. Shake, shake, shake your honey till the morning. Let me hear you say I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Yeah, I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. Always on your honey till the morning. Oh, let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Yeah, I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. Yeah, come on now, now, now. I said I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. I wanna see you. I wanna see you. So let me hear you slide. I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. I said I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star.
I see everything around me changing again and again. Can't stay in this dead-end relation, 'cause it's fading to gray. I feel everything inside me changes over and over again. Can't wait knowing that our love is wasted, yeah, wasted. We're running blind and we don't know why. Was it really what we had in mind? We're running wild, only losing time. Yeah, we're left here without love. We're out of time and time don't wait. We're in heaven but we lost our way. We're out of time again and again. Thought we'd make it but we lost in the end. Yeah, lost in the end. Out of time again. Yeah, we lost in the end. I know living in a lie ain't easy. I don't want it no more. I know one of us is going crazy if we don't let it go. I feel everything inside me changes all over again. Can't wait knowing that our love is tainted, yeah, tainted. We're running blind and we don't know why. Was it really what we had in mind? Running wild, only losing time. Yeah, we're left here without love. We're out of time and time don't wait. We're in heaven but we lost our way. We're out of time again and again. Thought we'd make it but we lost in the end. Yeah, lost in the end. Out of time again. Yeah, we lost in the end. We're out of time again. Yeah, we lost in the end. Trying to get to you when you're on the low. Trying to get to you when it's tell you that it's time to give it up. Trying to tell you that you're never gonna shine. It's enough, it's enough, it's enough. But when you're going down, falling to your knees, it's time to believe. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. No matter how it hurts, you're gonna let it bleed. No matter how you feel. Rise up, rise up, rise up. When you've had enough, when the crowd gets rough, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion. When your cloud goes dark, when you lose your heart, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion. Cause we all walk to the same beat, and from town to town feel like giving in. Had enough, had enough, had enough. No matter how it hurts, you're gonna let it bleed. No matter how you feel. Rise up, rise up, rise up. When you've had enough, when the crowd gets rough, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion. When your cloud goes dark, when you lose your heart, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion. When you're looking for a place to heal in, searching for a rhyme and reason, just stand up, stand up, stand up. We're all gonna take a beating, and I said it was gonna be easy. So rise up, rise up, rise up. When you've had enough, when the crowd gets rough, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion. When your cloud goes dark, when you lose your heart, gotta stand up straight, gonna rise like a champion. You stare into my eyes and it makes you wonder, is she the one I'll take home? I stare right back at yours and it makes me wonder, why is he here all alone? I love going out to where the music's too loud and where the people surround me. Yeah, here's my best advice, just let me stay in this vibe and never think that you owe me. Yeah, you can talk to me, boy, and you can move it up close, but that's as far as it goes. I'm not your baby, I might be up for a dance, I might be holding your hand, but that is all I can stand. I'm not your baby, no, you're not gonna get what you came here for. I'm leaving as soon as you ask for more. Yeah, you can talk to me, boy, and you can move it up close, but that's as far as it goes. I'm not your baby. It's getting late, but I'm only getting started. And now they're playing my song. You look at me and think, damn, she's broken hearted. But you could not be more wrong. I love going out to where the music's too loud and where the people surround me. Yeah, here's my best advice, just let me stay in this vibe and never think that you owe me. Yeah, you can talk to me.
mention on my baby, but I think maybe you reconsider. When I pull up in that brand new thing with the iced out chain and the new chinchilla. And you aim for the heart when you walked on the floor, you a real gal Batman killer. But you ain't never did with the boys in the band, with the bands and the bops like Dilla. Love it when you heal up, will up, bring it back, come rewind. Touch to have your X-Man back on your line. But I'm a real player, never act like you're mine. Leave you disappointed, you gon' act like you're fine. And I see it all the time, so it's best I let my one dance go to the next man. Cause I ain't even gotta be your man, bet I could still leave here as the best man, yes ma'am.
Yeah, you can talk to me, boy, and you can move it up close, but that's as far as it goes. I'm not your baby, I might be up for a dance, I might be holding your hand, but that is all I can stand. I'm not your baby, no, you're not gonna get what you came here for. I'm leaving as soon as you ask for more. Yeah, you can talk to me, boy, and you can move it up close, but that's as far as it goes. I'm not your baby. What happened to us? What happened to all the love we always took for granted? Are we stranded? Is it too late? Is it too late to color feelings that have faded? Complicated. I'm waiting for an answer, waiting for a sparkle to come to ignite love. I need no second chances. I'm tired of romances without love. So where do we go when we can't find our way? I don't wanna be alone. I need you tonight and I don't wanna wait. I want you to show me the way. 'Cause I'm a satellite around you tonight. Nothing's gonna bring me down. As long as the stars in the sky, as long as the stars in your eyes, as long as the stars in your eyes, as long as the stars in your eyes. It's breaking my heart, it's breaking my heart to see you acting like you don't care, like a nightmare. What happened to us? What happened to all the love we always took for granted? Are we stranded? I'm waiting for an answer, waiting for a sparkle to come to ignite love. I need no second chances. I'm tired of romances without love. So where do we go when we can't find our way? I don't wanna be alone. So what do we do when we're lost and depraved? I need you to show me the way. 'Cause I'm a satellite around you tonight. Nothing's gonna bring me down. As long as the stars in the sky, as long as the stars in your eyes, as long as the stars in your eyes, as long as the stars in your eyes. 'Cause I'm a satellite around you tonight. Nothing's gonna bring me down. As long as the stars in the sky, as long as the stars in your eyes, as long as the stars in your eyes, as long as the stars in your eyes. She was in love with a boy, in love with a girl, so in love with the world, so beautiful. She was in love with the night, the way the sun shines. All she needed was love to have to hold, and nobody could make her feel down. She was always smiling from ear to ear, and everybody wondered around, will she ever know the feeling of tears? All she said to them was live your life. life, just like you're young again. No, don't you cry, just get back up again. 'Cause if you wanna laugh, then live it better. If you want love, then stay together. If you wanna smile, then be forever young again. Young again. She was the curious kind. To hate, she was blind. Always love on her mind. Just come on, babe. She couldn't quite figure out what fear's all about. So she put it aside all night, all day. And everybody talked about her. Said there must be something wrong with this girl. All she said to them was live your life, just like you're young again. No, don't you cry, just get back up again. 'Cause if you wanna laugh, then live it better. If you want love, then stay together. If you wanna smile, then be forever young again. Young again. And nobody can make her feel down. She was always smiling from ear to ear, baby. And everybody wondered and frowned. Will she ever know the feeling of tears? All she said to them was live your life, just like you're young again. No, don't you cry, just get back up again. 'Cause if you wanna laugh, then live it better. If you want love, then stay together. If you wanna smile, then be forever young Know when your body feels so tired to get out of bed, you put your heart on a letter to chase it away. 'Cause I'm and it's all because of you. Hey, what's gonna give you more time forever? Know what they say, only time will tell. You know what they say, it never really can. Hey, when I'm sleeping with someone new, I just close my eyes and think of you. When I'm sleeping with someone new, I can't help myself, I wondered if you still feel the way I feel. Are you sleeping with someone new? Someone new, someone. Talking about my bed as like it ever mattered. You threw it away, and now you're looking back, wishing that we got buried. Know what they say, only time will tell. You know what they say, did I ever really care? I don't think I did. When I'm sleeping with someone new, I just close my eyes and think of you. When I'm sleeping with someone new, I can't help myself, I wondered if you still feel the way I feel. When somebody calls you out, are you sleeping with someone new? Someone new, someone. what you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before in a movie line. We can write our own ending this time. I wanna say no, but I cannot lie. I'm so curious about your life, but you're a stranger trying to hide. What I see is not, you don't deny. I wanna see the rest of you tonight. Some of you and only one is for real. You spin me around and you make
but I won't back down. I must stay on this road. I gotta know what I'm about. Goes up, then turns back down. We're all looking for the moment when getting used to not knowing when all the pieces fall in line. Oh, it goes up, then turns back down. I keep searching for signs in my dreams back then, and I don't know how to stop, 'cause it brings back the feeling that I can't reach the top now, even if I don't know how. It brings back the feeling that even if it all goes down, in the end I'll be alright. It brings back the feeling. It brings back the
Back off, don't go near me, please surrender, 'cause I can take no more. I know you can hear this crying words, so just step back, now let me go, 'cause it hurts so bad, though it feels so good. We can try to make things better. Every night and day, it will be the same. Dry the tears like it doesn't matter. Hear my last goodbye. I am running towards the end of time at the speed of light. Can't take one more fight. All the feelings that I have inside make me lose my mind. But it feels so good, though it hurts so bad. I could drug you and drive me crazy. Hear my last goodbye. I am running towards the end of time at the speed of light. Back off, don't go near me. I surrender, 'cause I can take no more. Hear my last goodbye. I am running towards the end of time at the speed of light. Can't take one more fight. All the feelings that I have inside make me lose my mind. But it feels so good, though it hurts so bad. I could drug you and drive me crazy. Hear my last goodbye. I am running towards the end of time at the speed of light. Everything feels so abstract. Yeah, it's complicated. What you say, the way you act. Well, it makes me so confused. I don't know what to do anymore. Can't you just make up your mind? My heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there is a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you say
Right, hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome, loyal fans, to CSZN. It is Friday night. It's 9:30 Central Standard Time. I've got some coffee, but this is Comedy Sports. So, if you've been here before, great. If you haven't, great. Please stay. But I'm gonna throw up a poll right now, and go ahead, let me know so I have an idea of who's here. You should be able to see two options. You should be able to click on I know what's up or I'm new and awesome. So feel free to say hello in the chat. Hello, Wark Milder. Hi, Allie. But go ahead, answer that poll right there. Yay, me. Oh, I love this so much. But go ahead, say hello to everybody. Say hello to me. I love this attention already. Cool. So as you are doing that as well, keep in mind, folks, you'll be seeing a lot of these polls. So it's very important to get very familiar with them super early. Let's see what we got. I know what's up. Everyone does. And you know what? If you're new and awesome, you want to change your answer, go ahead and do that because you can now. But like I said, there will be a lot of polls during this set here. Now, for anyone who knows what's up or comes and is really awesome, I'll give you a rundown. Comedy Sports takes two things and puts them together. Comedy and sports. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, you get Comedy Sports. Now, really, it's comedy played as a sport. So we've got a ref. We've got two teams, a red team and a blue team, and they're going to be improvising tonight, competing for your laughs, loves, and their lives, as much as they want to win the trophy and the title by the end of this match. Of course, it all comes down to you, loyal fans, to vote after each game which team earned your love, and more importantly, those sweet points, baby. Love is important too. I love love. I mentioned that this show is completely improvised, so everything you make, everything will be made up on the spot. And to show you that that is a promise that we will keep, we will, of course, be taking your suggestions. So before you spam the chat, though, I do want to say Comedy Sports prides itself on providing comedy for everybody, folks. So don't be mean, lewd, crude, offensive, problematic, dirty, or we will get you. Dang it. This goes for both our players and all of you. We do have what we call the out of bounds foul, which we will call if we need to. So let's see. I've gotten into making coffee again recently. So hello, chat. Go ahead and throw in the chat some suggestions of things you've always wanted to try. Maybe it was a long lost hobby, something you did as a kid and now you're an adult saying, I wish I had my time to do that now. Things you used to be super into. Go ahead, throw them into the chat. Anything here. Coffee for me is very therapeutic. So very excited to see what we got. Hi, Christine. Tap it up. Nicely done. Beautiful. Interesting. You can have more than one hobby as well. So if you've got more than one, you are allowed to do that. Nice. I will also say, folks, there is still time. You can always pursue any of these things. That's your self-help for today here. Now, of course, let's see. As you're filling about the chat, I'm going to talk to you all about support. That's another big part of Comedy Sports of this theater. We like to do that both on stage and off stage. On stage, you can support by following and subscribing. You can support players individually as well through tips. So go ahead and type in !tip jar, and you should be able to see our players' info where you can send them money directly. You should see that in the chat as well as an example. So feel free to do that at any point. Offstage, we also have a very important Chicago resources guide where you can learn and support BIPOC and LGBTQIA communities, get voting information, find some really awesome Black-owned businesses, and more. All of that is located on our website. If you're low on merch, we also have merch there. So feel free to do that as well. Of course, subscriptions, donations, tips, they're all completely voluntary and no means required, but we would love them, baby. Of course, easiest way to support is always throwing those 6s and 7s into the chat. All right, folks, I think that's pretty much all that I've got. So I'm going to go in the green room and get our cast. Here we go. All right, welcome to Friday, 9:30 p.m. CST. We've got a wild match coming up ahead here. We've got our red team and our blue team here. But first up, we have got our Jefferson Park, AKA the J Park Goldblum. Goldblums, or Jeff Park Goldblums, LOL. All right, first up for the Jeff Park Goldblums, we have got the one, the only, rocking the amazing flow. We've got Jason Amplo. Bye, hat. Coming up, we've got another phenomenal player. Here she is, sporting some lovely, nope, oh my gosh, it's Matt. It's actually Jeff Goldblum. Excuse me. Wow, what an honor. And now we have, of course, our captain right here, sporting a lovely throwback to the best Jeff ever, Kelsey Myers. And of course, give it up for your blue team, the downtown Chicago Bosses. First up, we've got the one, the only, the Stallion Brian Houlihan. Also very goofy. Folks, we are a fan of Powerline. We stand Powerline, but we also stand our next player right here. It is the one, the only, Papa Simon Collier. Lost in thought like I am usually. And of course, give it up for your blue team captain, the phenomenal, the glam, Ashley Victoria. And of course, go ahead, folks, give it up for your ref for tonight, the one, the only, Pat Connolly.
Hey, that's me. Thank you so much, Louis. Wonderful to have you aboard. How are you feeling tonight?
Feeling good, feeling fresher than a head of lettuce.
Ooh, that is fresh. Hey, in the chat right now, why don't you tell us, what are you feeling fresher than? You can use anything on a scale of a head of lettuce to a very old head of lettuce. Go ahead and put that in the chat right now. How fresh are you feeling? Hey, it's me again. Those of you who are at the 7:30 show might recognize me as the ref from the 7:30 show. I am now the ref for the 9:30 show. I wear lots of hats. Let's see if I can do both. So let's keep things moving. Most of you know what's going on. The only thing I'll mention again is that we have our technical foul. If something technologically glitches, we may take away points for that. Don't type anything rude, mean, or anything like that in the chat. We don't want any of that. Other than that, let's just have fun and be cool. Which means, speaking of having fun and being cool, it's time to bring our captains to the screen. Captains, join me on screen. Captain Ashley, Captain Kelsey, Captain Jeff, Captain Ashley. I'm so sorry. I got that completely wrong. It's most of the same letters. All right. Congratulations to both of you. You have made it to the 9:30 show. This is a key moment in comedy sports history. This is a historic occasion. We'll find out why later. Let's see. To decide who's going to pick the first game, we're going to do a brief coin toss. I would like each of you to name a movie that you could just watch on repeat over and over. Like if it's on TV and you hit the, like you're channel surfing, you land on it, that's the movie you're going to watch no matter where you come in. You have the DVD, put it on repeat. What's that movie? I'll decide which one of you is right. It's completely arbitrary. Let's find out. Ashley, what's that movie?
Black.
One more time?
Pitch Black.
Ooh, excellent choice. Kelsey.
Well, we're going to stray away from the obvious choice that everyone knows what I'm going to pick. Mm-hmm. Because I contain multitudes. Mm-hmm. So aside from Jurassic Park, my repeat movie is definitely Shawshank Redemption.
These are both fantastic answers. And I will say the Shawshank Redemption is one of those dangerous movies that will pull you in at any point. But I'm more intrigued by the Chronicles of Riddick series. Will there ever be a fourth movie? We'll find out. So Captain Ashley, it is up to you to decide what our first game is going to be. What do you want to challenge the red team to?
Oh, we would love to challenge the Goldblums to Beastie Rap.
Ooh, Goldblums, do you accept?
Yeah, we do.
Fantastic. Please field your teams. Also, even though I was not directly asking even though I was not, that flex is still working. Nice. Even though I was not directly asking the audience for what those movies were, we got a couple of those, and I am going to use those later. But right now what we need is a whole bunch of one-word suggestions. Those can be, ooh, look at me. Wait, which one of the Beastie Boys am I? I can't tell on my screen. Is that Mike? No. Oh, I don't know which one. Who's in the middle? Well, while we're solving this mystery, here's what's about to happen. I need a whole bunch of one-syllable words, one-syllable names, anything that's one syllable. Go ahead and start throwing those. I am Adrock. Cool. I like it. Yeah, perfect. We got a few coming in right now. What's going to happen now is we are going to create our own Beastie Boys song, going back and forth between these two teams. One player is going to set up a rhyme, but they're going to leave off that rhyme, and one of their compatriots is going to have to fill it in, punctuating whatever that brilliant lyric is. We're going to go back and forth, rhyming off of that same initial suggestion until one of a couple things happens. Maybe someone can't think of a rhyme and they say nothing at all, in which case they will have to rotate. Maybe they say a word that's already been used, in which case they will have to rotate. Or maybe they say something that doesn't rhyme at all and they try to slip it past me. Not going to happen. They will have to rotate. The first team to rotate through all their players loses. The other team gets 5 big points for that round. We're going to start off with 2 of our players on screen. Who's it going to be for the blue team?
Captain, me.
Captain Ashley's kicking it off for the blue team. Who's kicking it off for red?
Oh, the best Goldblum, Jason.
And Jason for the red team. Fantastic. We're going to start off with the blue team, setting our tempo for this one. Let's see. Louis, I'm going to throw this to you. We have a whole bunch of great one-syllable suggestions. What's the one you want to go with?
Ooh, I've got an affinity for these. We're going to go with frog.
Frog is your suggestion. Starting off, Captain Ashley, for the game of Beastie Rap. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Hit it.
Might be a prince gonna kiss this.
Frog.
I can't see outside. There's too much.
Frog.
Hey, Ma, come check out this.
Dog.
This is part man, part dog. It's a
blog.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but if you had seen the classic movie Spaceballs, you would know that it's a Mog, half man, half dog, its own best friend. All right, well, that means the red team has to rotate. All right, blue team off to a fast start here. So I'm going to pick the next word. Your word for this one is going to be soap from Allie Does Improv. Soap is your inspiration. We're going to start off with the red team this time with Ashley. Your word is soap. Hit it!
I'm sorry, you said red team and then Ashley.
Oh, I did say that. I meant Kelsey. I'm very sorry. There's so many Jeffs, and I can't remember who they're supposed to be.
It's an honor to be confused for Ashley. So
it's true. So we'll start off with the red team with Captain Jeff. Captain Jeff, take us away. Your word is whatever. Soap, go!
I am stinky. I need some
soap.
Help me climb up. Throw me a
rope.
I am Catholic. Thank you.
Soap.
I don't want any. No way.
Nope.
Look at the stars through my tela.
Nope.
What is a person that's not smart?
Nope.
Even though that was the correct finish, that was off the meter. I'm sorry, the blue team has to rotate. I feel like I bear some responsibility for messing up names at the start of the round. That's on me. But nonetheless, we are now tied 1 rotation to 1. Louis, what's our next word? Anything that jumps out at you?
Ooh, let's say I like spy.
Spy is your word. We're going to start this time with the blue team. Who's kicking us off for the blue team?
Hooli's up.
Hooli is up for the blue team. Hooli is up. Your word was spy. Hit it.
I can't see. I just
spy.
Ouch, there's something in my
eye.
Oh, it's dirt. I think it's
fly.
The worst type of bread is
rye.
Yeah.
So I give up. I don't
try.
That weird thing in my eye, it's a
die.
And then it made me
cry.
Look at this big old meaty
tattoo.
Although accurate, I'm afraid that was not a rhyming word, so the red team has to rotate, which means we are down to our last rapper for the red team, which, let's see, that is
the best, Matt.
Jeff? Okay, yeah, so Jeff for the red team?
I'm also Jeff, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, and we still have a player in reserve for the blue team. Our next word is going to be oak. Oak is your word. Yep, we're going to start off with Jeff. Take it away, now!
Hey, look
Maple,
at that tree.
ash, pine.
Oak.
I'm a comedian. I'll tell a
joke.
No Pepsi, only
Coke.
If you're under 18, kids, you shouldn't
do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That is factually accurate. However, I think we were specifically looking for smoke in that case.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
And while under the umbrella of a lot of things, it was not the specific thing. But that means we're down to our last players for each team. It is Jeff versus Simon, a battle of titans. Louis, we need one more word. This is the one that's going to decide it all, by the way.
Ooh. Well, ooh isn't one of the suggestions in here. Ooh. So I'm going to go with ouch.
Ouch is your word. It's all going to come down to this. Let's pick up that tempo. 5 points on the line and first choice in the team choice round. It could be anyone's. Take it away now.
I hurt myself.
Ouch.
I don't stand up tall. In fact, I...
Ouch.
I don't sit in a chair. I sit on a
couch.
I get down like this and proceed to...
Mouch.
It's not a pocket. It's a...
couch.
I was going to call it on that last one anyway, but I just wanted to rub it in for the blue team. So the blue team gets 5 points since mouch isn't a word. Congratulations, 5 points to the bosses.
Now.
I'm liking these jams tonight. Hey, Louis, what does that make our score?
That makes our score 5 for the bosses, a 0 for our Jeff Goldblums.
Ooh, that is not what we expected, but let's go ahead and get the blue team back up on screen. Captain Ashley, please join me.
Our Jeff
hi.
Congratulations, Captain Ashley. You're off to an early lead. You are just stomping the Goldblums right now. How would you like to keep the momentum going? What do you want to do?
You know what? Everything's open to us right now. We're going to take advantage of that. We're going to play Instamatic, Game-O-Matic.
The possibilities are literally endless. Fantastic. Game-O-Matic, Instamatic coming right up. Please field your team. Hey, in the chat right now, I want you to give me a group of initials. You can give me Flex. You can give me 2 initials. You can give me 3 initials, whatever you want to do. Go ahead and just start typing those letter combinations that you think would be fun. You know, something that doesn't happen a lot, repeating the same letter and the same initials. Just saying that's an option. No one said you couldn't. While you're typing those in, here's what's about to happen. I'm going to pick a set of these initials, or actually, Louis, I'll have you do that. So I want you to find your favorite initials of what people are giving us. The blue team is going to come up with a brand new, never seen before, never to be seen again game based off of those initials. We will then do a quick audience poll to figure out which of those 3 games you want to see happen right here on this screen. Ooh. So with that being said, Louis, what are our 3 initials?
Absolutely. We've got some great initials coming in here, but I'm going to go with MBB. MBB.
MBB. So those are your initials. That will be the inspiration for this original, never seen before, never to be seen again game. So start keeping track of these because you're going to have to vote on which one you want to see on screen. These are very funny. All right. Who has a game? MBB off the top of your head right now. Who's going first? Julio, what's your game?
So in the mean streets of Toledo, we play the multiple baller bash, and what happens is it's going to be a regular scene between between the blue team, and at any point in time, we can bring in another baller to bash, and we go silent, and a player from the red team will do all the talking for us. Pat's going to blow his whistle in and out between us talking and having a red player talk for us.
That is fantastic. I cannot wait to see where that goes if we pick that one. Who's up next? Who's got one? Ashley.
It's called My Best Buds. And me, Julie, and Simon are all best buds. And we are so close and have been friends for so long that we can finish each other's sentences. So we'll get a scene suggestion. And in that scene, none of us can complete our own sentences. We all have to complete each other's sentences.
These are so good. Simon, what is your game?
Making big biscuits.
Go ahead.
We are 3 pastry chefs making the Guinness Book of World Records biggest biscuit. And that's it.
I just want to say right here, we're going to have a poll up in just a few moments to decide which of these games we're going to play. I've never been this uninterested in what the actual voting results are because these are so good. So let's see. I can poll coming up, or I can do one too.
That's it.
Oh, interesting. So there's lots of stuff going on in here, but you know what? I would like to add an option to this, and I think I'm going to take it. If you want to go with this option, just type the letter Y in chat, because Jurassic Trash, Kelsey from the red team, has voted to play all of the games at the same time. That's a multi-baller bash, which is where anytime I blow my whistle, the red and the blue team switch voices, the blue team on screen. The My Best Buds, which is where the players have to pause the end of their sentence to let someone else finish that last word, and Making Big Biscuit, which is where we're trying to make the biggest biscuit. Yeah, there's been no dissent. It's all why, all. We're going with all three of those at the same time. So here are the rules. The blue team is going to do a scene about making the world's largest biscuit. We won't need a suggestion beyond that. I think that's a good jumping off point. However, during their scene, the players can, at the end of their sentence, not finish the last
sentence.
Or sentence, correct. I was going to go with word, but sentence also works. And someone else can fill it in exactly as you just heard. And you might have heard that voice from over in the corner over there. That was Kelsey. So here's how this is going to work. Kelsey, you are going to be taking over anytime you hear the whistle blow. You will be providing Hoolie's voice.
Okay.
Jason, anytime you hear the whistle blow, you're going to provide Ashley's voice. And Matt, anytime you hear the whistle blow, you'll provide Simon's voice. And we'll switch back and forth each time. All right. This is as straightforward as it could possibly be. Welcome to the 9:30 match indeed, Allie.
But they're making biscuits.
Yeah, and just for the record, there was a poll, and the winner was Making Big Biscuit. Cool. So that is your suggestion. Making Big Biscuit is your inspiration for this game. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
Kenny, be careful. That is a load-bearing crust, okay? The whole thing could come down if you wrench it too hard. So you be careful.
It's double reinforced, rich with yeast and flavor.
Excuse me. Who is the architectural biscuit major in the family? Is it you or me?
It is you. I am sorry. I am sorry. I apologize. I was just thinking.
Don't do that, okay? That's what you get for thinking. It's
Switch! When you think, you make an ass out of you and me. Whoops!
I'm just rolling out biscuits. That's all I'm doing.
You know what I always say? The bigger the biscuit, the
harder they fall.
That's
Switch! And I know we talked about it, but I am just amazed at how big
the size of the dog. Yes, I am also amazed at the size of the dog. Yeah. I don't know. We need to stop feeding him. He's scaring me.
Is he a dog or is he a horse?
Switch.
Or is
what
he something
I
in
have
between?
to think is it could be both. It's a big horse dog.
He could be. I think there was one movie where they called that a dorse.
Yeah, I actually don't know is why I asked that question.
Switch!
Yeah, it's a dorse. Yeah.
Switch!
What I think that was we should name it. You know what my favorite name is
Switch!
Lucille, I know. You loved Grandma, as did I.
May she rest in...
Switch!
Peace.
I disagree. Maybe she rests in chaos.
Switch!
Hey, you watch yourself talking crazy about Lucille like that.
I'm just saying, Grandma was a spark plug. She always was. You know, she might say something like, throw a blueberry in the biscuit. You might never know what happened. Or I could throw in a...
Switch!
Hot dog, and no one would know.
And that is time! Give it up for both of your teams on that one. All right, everybody, lock that game away in your brains. I don't know how you can't because it is unforgettable. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. That was fantastic. But now we're going to see a different game from the red team. So Captain Kelsey, please join. Sorry, Captain Jeff, please join me on the screen. Also, a shout out to ooh, that is a fancy
oven. Get my hot biscuits out of the oven.
Oh my word, that is glorious. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to Brian Sebi, who also tried to pile on the rule of sing it to that game. Unfortunately, we don't have an MD tonight, so we weren't able to do that. All right, so Captain Jeff, that was a fantastic game we just saw and that your team participated in. How do you want to, now that you're like warmed up, what are you going to come back with?
Look, I don't know how we're going to follow that, but there's only one man we can ask how to follow that. And
Sam Neill.
Oh, don't get me started on him. I love him. But the next best man, I should say, we have to ask Jeff Goldblum.
Fantastic. For the game of Ask Jeff Goldblum, please field your team. All right, in the chat right now, this is your chance. You can ask anything that's been on your mind. You can ask for advice. You can ask for facts. Why is the sky blue? What sort of a sound does a hedgehog make? What does, in fact, the fox say? Anything that you've ever wanted to know, this is your chance to find out. Because you have 3 Dr. Ian Malcolms right now on your screen. This is 3 incredible creative brains, all the separate brains of Jeff Goldblum. And they're going to answer your questions, combining those brains one word at a time. So just to give you a sense of what's going to happen here, Jeff, why don't you tell us, how are you feeling tonight? Sorry, we'll go in the order of Matt, Kelsey, and Jason, who are all, I'm sure, unmuted at this very moment.
And named Jeff.
Well, well.
I
feel
good.
Yeah.
Exactly like Jeff Goldblum. So it is now time to go to some questions. Louis, I'm going to come to you for a few of these as well. But just to kick things off, our first question is, what product will your next infomercial be selling? What product is your next infomercial going to be selling? Why don't you go ahead and tell us right now, Jeff?
Next.
Product?
Well.
B.
About?
Chaos.
Theory.
Done.
Wonderful. Thank you. We're all very much looking forward to that. Louis, what is our next question?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm always curious to see what your next movie will be. So this one comes from Kate. If you could remake any movie and play any role, what would it be?
Ooh.
I
would.
Definitely.
Play.
The.
Fly.
From.
That.
Movie.
Where?
There.
Are.
Lots.
Of.
Flies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Lots of flies. Here's a question. This one comes to Michelle in Austin, or comes from Michelle in Austin. What kind of hair products do you use, Jeff?
Only.
Love.
Products.
From.
Target.
Or.
Bath.
And.
Beyond.
Beds.
Bath and Beyond Beds. Fantastic. Thank you, Jeff. Here's another question I have for you. Actually, Louis, if there's something that jumped out at you, I'd love to know what's on your mind.
Yeah. I actually have this similar question because I recently ripped my favorite pair of joggers. This comes from Brian Sebi. Jeff, what kind of pants should I buy?
You.
Should.
Only.
Ever. Where?
Stretchy.
Jeans.
That.
Stretch.
Around.
Your.
Belly.
And this is something I really want to get to the big question that's been on everyone's mind. What's your favorite dinosaur, Jeff? What's your favorite dinosaur?
My
favorite
dinosaur
is
one
that
makes
no
noise.
Me.
Fantastic. And then also, this is from Amanda Brock. How do I choose a personal scent? And I'm going to add on my own question. And what should that scent be, in your opinion? Jeff.
Your
personal.
Scent.
Sure.
Me.
Gap.
Yeah.
From.
Dreams.
But
only
if
you
really
like
it.
And we'll call it there. Give it up for Jeff's, everybody. And also, don't forget to give it up for Jeff and also for Jeff. All right, it is now time to decide. We're going to throw a poll up in the chat. Who wore it better? Was it the Ask Jeffs, or was it the it was the multi-baller bash / my best bud / making big biscuit of the blue team? Which do you want to see? The Ask Jeffs of the Jeffs, of the Goldblums, or the MBB of the blue team? Get those votes in now.
Pat, I think the abbreviation for that game that the blue team played is just Y. Y.
Just the singular
letter Y.
Hey, did you know that if you're enjoying the show here on Twitch, you might even enjoy it more in person?
Ooh.
If you type !TIX, TIX, you can find out how to buy tickets to our upcoming live shows starting in October. That is right. We are bringing the live shows back to the Den Theater starting in October, the first weekend of October. We'd love to see you there. Make sure to be safe. We are so excited to actually be back in person and to see if we can remember how to do improv with our legs. But tell me, Louis, what's going on right now?
Oh boy, it looks like the blue team's got quite the lead right now. Oh, and that is 65%. That is 405 votes for the blue team. Biscuits are getting those 5 big points, making our score Bosses 10, Goldblums 0.
All right, captains, join me on the screen. Well, Captain Ashley, I've got to say, those were some big biscuits your team managed to make. You got 10 points added to your score.
Ref Pat,
yes.
Sorry, I just would like to make an appeal for a bonus point or two since we did play all 3 games.
Oh, since you did play all 3 games, I will give the blue team 1 bonus point for playing all 3 games at the same time. Although I would like to point out that the red team played 2 games during that, so I'm also going to give the red team a point since they played in both games.
Thank you. Wow.
So basically, that round was a winner for everybody, as the way I think we should frame it. All right, but now it is time to keep this match going. Captain Ashley, you got to choose the first head-to-head game, so I'm going to pass this to Kelsey. Kelsey, what are you going to challenge the blue team to in this head-to-head round?
Pat, you're so generous, so thank you so much. Look, I really like the blue team, but I'm kind of mad at them right now. I know, I get it. I'm taking it personally. I know you guys are. I'm just a little jealous. It's not you. It's me.
Oh, speaking of segues, let's move on to our next game. Captains, please field your teams. This is it's not you, it's me. In the chat right now, we need a whole bunch of nouns. We can get. That's it. This is what I dream about.
Let's go to Popeyes.
This is like like in like medieval paintings where it's like there's like a religious figure and they have like the golden halo behind the back. This is how I imagine myself in my own mental image. It's just me with this above my head the entire time.
I do just want to say, all of you are my Cheddar Bay.
Oh,
Louie.
BAE. Cool. So this is a game of It's Not You, It's Me. We already have some suggestions rolling in. We need a whole bunch of these. We could have celebrities. We could have concepts. We could have things like a biscuit. We could have... Look at this cat. This cat just hanging out.
The cat.
Just there it is. So while we all focus on the cat, keep those suggestions coming in. What are some nouns? These could be abstract concepts. These could be things you buy in bulk at Costco. These could be things you buy one at a time off of something like Wish, and you get a weird shaped pillowcase that doesn't fit in the actual pillows. So go ahead and just type anything into that chat. Basically, as long as it's a noun and it doesn't cross the out of bounds line, we are cool with it. What our players are going to do is they're going to break up with this thing that you've suggested using the time-honored setup of It's Not You, It's Me. For example, if the suggestion was banana, it might go, I'm sorry, banana. It's not you, it's me. I've lost appeal.
Oh, no.
Yes! In my head, there was a rim shot there, not in real life. So that's how it's going to work. Keep track of which team makes you laugh the most, which one has the best letdowns. Because you're going to have to vote at the end on who's getting the points for these. So, Louis, I'm going to throw this to you one more time. What do you want to see as our first round of It's Not You, It's Me?
Oh my goodness. Well, bready or not, there's a bunch of carbs hitting the chat right now. But you know what? I'm going to go with the submarine. Submarine
is your suggestion. I'm going to call you one at a time. Be ready. Players, for the game of It's Not You, It's Me, suggestion submarine. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Jason.
Oh, submarine, it's not you. It's me. I'm just drowning in your love.
Hooli.
Submarine. For real though, it's not you, it's me. You gotta use some periscope. Your breath is killing me.
Matt.
All right, submarine. I'm sorry to say this is not you. It's me. I'm destitute. My finances are underwater.
Ashley.
Oh, submarine, it's not you, it's me. I feel like I fired off all my missiles already.
Kelsey.
Submarine, it's not you, it's me. It's just when my heart breaks, it just makes a big puddle and it's just all splooshy.
Simon.
Hey, submarine, it's not you, it's me. I'm in love with two different people and I can't sand which one to pick.
Excellent. Again, lock those away in your brain. Vote on which ones later you think made the cut. Let's see, our next one, you're going to be breaking up with, I don't think I've ever taken this one for this game. A landmark. However you want to interpret that, you're breaking up with landmark or a landmark or the landmark, whatever it means to you. We are going to start off on the blue team with Simon.
Oh, hey. Landmark. Heyo. It is not you. It's me. Everyone's always just like, where are you?
Matt.
Not you, it's me. I'm meant for the sea, and you're just a landmark.
Oh.
Ashley.
Oh.
Landmark, it's not you, it's me. It's too monumental a commitment to make.
Nice.
Jason.
Oh, landmark, it's not you. It is me. Because you are just a piece of stone.
Yep.
Yes.
Tell him.
Yes.
Hooli.
Yo, landmark, it's not you, it's me. Listen. If our relationship was like a treasure map, okay, I would mark the spot.
Kelsey.
You know what, landmark? It is you. This whole time, you've been calling me Willis, and my name is Sears.
Excellent. Louis, what else do you see in the chat there? Anything that jumps out?
I did see Coles. I'm very curious to see Coles. Breaking up with Coles.
Oh.
All right. I'm not sure which spelling we're using, but it's up to our players. So we're going to start with Kelsey.
Okay. You know what, Cools? I think it's kind of both of us, but honestly, I'd get back together with you because you got a lot of cash.
Ashley.
Oh, Coles. It's not you. It's me. I like it cold and you're too hot.
Simon.
Hey, listen, Coles. It actually, you know what? It is you. And I'll tell you why. Because my mom just really likes you too much.
Facts. Jason.
Yeah. Oh, Coles. It's not you. It's me. I just use you to return Amazon stuff at.
Oh, harsh but true. Matt.
It's not me, Coles. It's you. I can't live under all your rules. No matter what I do, there's always a Coles law.
Ooh. Hooli.
Coles, listen. I'm sorry. It's not you. It's me. You're naughty and I'm nice.
Ooh. A homophone reference in there. Cool. Our next thing, this is the one I think everyone has been waiting for, and it's the first suggestion we got from Kate Bow. You're breaking up with biscuits. Breaking up with biscuits. I don't know why. We're going to start with Hooli.
It's not you. It's me. Don't do anything rational. Yesterday, I was into you. I'm sorry I flaked.
Whoo!
Stop it!
Well, that's the end of that one, but we're going to keep going. Jason, go!
Biscuit, it's not you, and it is me. And I'll tell you in a second, dough. Boom!
Ashley.
You know what? It's not you, Biscuits. It's me. I am just not willing to settle for little crumbs of affection.
Tell him.
Kelsey.
You know what? Biscuits? I guess we can't make a decision. I guess this puts us in a jam.
Ooh. Matt.
Now, Biscuits, it's not you, it's me. I'm sorry. I'm just being so grave.
Simon.
Hey, Biscuit, listen. You know, every time I think I want to end things, I just can't. Because I just can't bisquit you.
And that is time! Give it up for both of your teams, everybody! All right, Louis, I'm throwing it over to you.
All right, let me go ahead and put this poll up here, folks. You got to vote on which team you think gets 5 big points. Is it our blue boss biscuits or our red gold biscuits?
Ooh. By the way, I just want to give a quick shout out to Kate Wiersma, who just gifted a tier 1 sub to Ridiculous B. So thank you so much, Kate, and welcome aboard, Ridiculous B.
Welcome, Kate.
So that's one of the many ways that you can support the theater is by being a subscriber. Hey, you know, if you have an Amazon Prime membership, you can become a subscriber for free. Every month you get one free sub through Amazon Prime, and you don't want to let that go to waste. Literally every time you don't use your Amazon sub, that's just money that's left in Jeff Bezos' banking account, and he doesn't need it. So
it's the wrong Jeff.
Wrong Jeff.
Exactly. There's good Jeffs and there's, well, you know what? We're on the platform, so I'm not going to say anything else. By the way, if you type in !tip jar, you can support the players directly. Some of the players that you see tonight have links to their Venmo, to their PayPal. So if there's someone who has a joke that just makes you laugh or that just something that you think they deserve extra recognition, feel free to do !tip jar to support our players directly. But that's enough from me. Louis, what's going on?
Wait. Before you guys read the results of the poll.
Yes.
If we could just talk about the bonus point real quick. that you gave to the red team,
Yes.
even though I do believe they did have a technical foul, out of bounds foul, they were not penalized for.
There was an assumption made that I did not whistle on at the time. You are absolutely correct. So I am going to take away 1 point from the red team for that out of bounds foul, and I'm going to take away 1 point from the blue team for snitching. All right, let's go ahead and find out what.
Yeah, snitches get biscuits.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah, yes.
You know, you look great, by the way. I was just wondering, since that little bonus point that got taken away from them is just floating in the air, if there's any way we can keep it safe till the end of the game, I would love to keep an eye on it. Keep my Popeye on it.
That is absolutely correct. I couldn't agree with you anymore. So, Louis, you have 1 bonus point that I would like you to hold on to until the end of the show. Feel free to award it whenever you find it appropriate.
Absolutely. I will award it to myself for safekeeping for now.
Excellent. So our current score, I believe, is going to be Bosses 10, Goldblum's 5, and Announcer 1.
Yes!
Boom! But now we have come to the. Oh, sorry. What happened in that one? I just gave away the score, but we didn't actually learn the results.
But you were right, Pat. So in the lead, we have the red Gold Biscuits at 51% with 301 votes. Blue Boss Biscuits only had 49% at 294. And I have a point.
Awesome. That is only 7 votes. That is, I think, exactly a 1% difference. That is phenomenal. Very good, both teams. But now it has come time to decide who's going to take home the entire shebang, the entire biscuit, if you will, with the game of 6 things. That means each team has to send 1 player out of the room. Blue team, Captain Ashley, who are you sending out?
We're going to send our best Hooli.
An excellent choice as far as Hoolies go. So everyone say bye, Hooli. And red team, Captain Jeff, who are you sending out?
We're going to send our next best Jeff, and that's Jeff, a.k.a. Matt.
Wonderful. Everyone say goodbye, Jeff.
Goodbye, Jeff. Love you.
Oh, and real quick, I just want to say this is fantastic. Talking about, paying it forward. Thank you to Ridiculous B, who just gifted a tier 1 sub to D Crackheart, who's another member of the Comedysportz family. So thank you again for supporting us. Thank you all for being here and watching tonight. Can't wait to see you all in person. All right, we have sent our players out of the room, which means we are on to the 6 things round. Ba-ba-bum. We don't have an MD, so I have to do the sound effects. There it is.
I'll flex to fill it in.
Flex.
Flex. Boop, boop, boop.
Now, Louis, I believe that earlier you were a little sneaky and got some activities for this game.
I did. I was a little sneaky, and that was one of my long lost hobbies that I got to fulfill tonight. Yes.
So, in just a moment, we've sent these players out of the room because when they come back, they're going to have to try to guess all of these activities that we got earlier. But they're professionals, so it's going to be a little bit too easy if we just leave everything as it was when we got it. So we're going to change things up a bit, make it a little bit trickier by getting some more suggestions from you. Thank you. Yes, C. Morty Mort has pointed out womp womp, no MD. If we had an MD, we could have just made the womp womp noise, the sad trombone. All right, our first activity, though, speaking of instruments, that's the sound you just heard. That's what playing the bagpipe sounds like. That's our first activity. We're going to make this one a little bit tougher. Hey, what's an animal that you just want to pet once in person? Like maybe it's a blue whale, maybe it's a hedgehog, but what's an animal that just once you want to pet that animal? And while you're doing that, I'd also like to know what's a place where you used to hang out all the time. Maybe it was in college, maybe it was in high school, but what's a general location where it's this is where we're going to go to hang out with our friends? So go ahead and start putting those in there. These are really cool. I'm actually going to write this one down for later because I want to see how that works out. But let's see. Oh, I love it. You're playing the bagpipes, and your location is going to be an arcade at the mall. And the bagpipes themselves, this one would be tricky. The bagpipes themselves, you are squeezing a porcupine. Ow. All right, and for thing number 2, Louis, I will throw that over to you.
Absolutely. So thing number 2, I was able to pluck very sneakily the activity of decorating cakes. Decorating cakes is activity number 2. And, let's see, in the chat, go ahead and throw in, let's see, maybe your favorite band, someone that you listen to when you need to focus or calm down or hype yourself up. Go ahead and throw in your favorite band. And let's see, how about famous historical figure as well? So your favorite band, and a famous historical figure. Go ahead and put them in the chat here. I'm feeling music because we don't have an MD. Ooh, some good ones. All right. So I'm gonna go with, so instead of the actual cake that you're decorating, we'll go with you're decorating the Smashing Pumpkins. So your cake will be the Smashing Pumpkins.
Nice.
And then of course you have to decorate it with someone. And of course that someone is going to be none other than the Augustus Caesar. Although I do like Sia, who is both a singer and someone you could decorate with. But you know what? We're going with Augustus Caesar as the person you are decorating this cake with.
I will also accept Caesar Augustus.
Yes, sir.
Cool. For our next activity thing, number 3, we are, oh, bless you, whoever put this in. I should have made a note of that earlier. I didn't see it. But whoever put in LARPing, bonus point to that person in addition to the bonus point you already have, Louis. Thank you so much. Hey, what is something that, like, if you open the bag or like you open the box of it, you're going to finish it off? If it's on the buffet, you're cleaning out the entire buffet tray. If room service offers it at the hotel, you're going to clean out the kitchen. What's that food that you can just eat all day long without stopping? And then the other thing I would like to know is, who's a group that could be, like, maybe a group of actors like Monty Python, or it could be a band that you really enjoy. But if you could join like one group, or like a one group of artists, who would that be? What's your dream team? Also, there was a suggestion that came up earlier, which I really enjoyed. Oh yeah, I'm writing that one down for later. Thank you very much. Oh, these are all correct. So you are LARPing. The weapons you are using, instead of being swords covered in foam, are going to be Pringles, specifically Pringles. Thank you, Ridiculous Bee. And you are doing that with... I'm going to... There's going to be a bonus point in here. So Louis, feel free to throw in a bonus point of your own later on if you want to.
Ooh.
But you are with the Chicago Bulls, and I will give a bonus point if you can get them to say the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan. So if it can be specifically that era Chicago Bulls, you will get a bonus point out of it for the blue team. Cool. We'll go on to the thing. Number 4, Louis, it's all to you.
Absolutely. I love that bonus point. So continuing our acronyms, our 4th activity is going to be DDR. DDR, Dance Dance Revolution. So go ahead in the chat. First up, throw in, maybe, let's see, something that you would re-gift. The holidays are coming up. We've got some months, but you know what? It's never too early to think about what you would re-gift. So go ahead and put that into the chat there. And then let's see. And then we'll throw it to the other way though. Something that you would gift. So something you would re-gift, and then something you would gift. So something that might not be as genuine, and then something that is pretty genuine. Oh, okay. So Warwick Milder and Kate Bowie are on the same page here. I hope it's the same scent there, of course. So let's see. For Dance Dance Revolution, you usually dance with your legs, but of course those are going to be replaced. So you're not going to be on legs. You will be on a gift card, and I will of course give a bonus point if they can get specifically a Target gift card. You're dancing on some Target gift cards. So your legs are the gift card, maybe Target for the bonus point. And then of course, to dance, you are on a pad or a mat, of course. And that is going to be not a mat, but a giant vat of pickles.
Oh, back when my Dreamcast broke, that was my only option. Very cool. So we're on to things number 5 and 6. These are going to be the toughest ones. These are going to be worth double points once we get into the game. And for thing number 5, let's see what that activity is to make sure the stuff I wrote down actually fits for this. Soldering. You are soldering. Solder. I never know exactly how much emphasis to put on the L there. But you are soldering. And let's see. The soldering iron that you are using is going to be, I'm taking these from earlier. This is from C. Morty Mort, deviled eggs. So your soldering iron is deviled eggs. And the actual thing that you are soldering, so the electronics that you were soldering, or the metal that you were soldering, is going to be Run DMC. That was one of the first 2 concerts I ever went to as a kid, and it's still like in my top 3 of all time. It's tied for MC Hammer. Amazing shows. All right. And correct to Rai Rai. That is correct. Thank you. So thing number 6, Louis, I'm going to pass it to you. What's up?
Absolutely. So the last thing number 6, is going to be taking an Amtrak vacation across country. So taking Amtrak vacation across the USA. Yep.
The one night Hars isn't here.
The one night, I know. Well, I hope he sees this later. We love Hars. Choo choo. So, folks, I'm going to do the same thing here and take some earlier suggestions. So, let's see. Your destination, the place you are going to, is going to be an otter. You're going to an otter. And, of course, you have to travel with someone if you're taking vacation, unless you're doing some soul searching, which, you know what? I love that. And you're traveling with tickets to a Broadway show.
Ooh, that is a dream come true.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So everyone in the chat, loyal fans, give yourself some 6s and 7s. Put up those red and blue fingers. You did a fantastic job tonight. One of the things I love about doing these shows and like seeing all these suggestions that come in is the mix of people in the chat who have seen the show before, who have these ideas of not only what's going to be tough to guess, but also of what's going to be fun for us to watch our teammates have to act out. And that's what I'm excited about tonight, is just what these teams are about to go through to try to give these clues. Very cool. So we are bringing back, both of our players are bringing back Jeff, and I believe we also have Huli coming back. So here's what's about to happen. For each of these clues, things 1, 3, and 5, the blue team is going to have to guess. Things 2, 4, and 6, the red team is going to have to guess. They're going to have 90 seconds to get their player to guess the activity and those replacements we got. The thing is, they can't just tell them those things. That would be boring. They can only use mime and gibberish. They can't use actual understandable words, despite what I let slide in the 7:30 show with "oh no" several times. Now, during those 90 seconds, if they think they got it, they can take a guess. If they get it wrong, they'll have the rest of that remaining time to clean it up. At the end of 90 seconds, though, if they don't get it right on their final guess, the other team can jump in and steal those points from them if they get it right. Things 1, 2, 3, and 4, each worth 5 points. Things 5 and 6, double time, that is 10 points each. So this could all be decided based on one single set of clues. So no pressure. Let's see, I believe our players are coming back in a moment. So real quick, for those of you who are interested, if you type in !schedule, this isn't the only show we do here. On Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30 and 9:30, we have our regular comedy sports matches. However, we also have shows on Wednesdays. So if you type in !schedule, you can see when our rec league and minor league shows are happening. And coming up soon, we've got some special seasonal shows and other special productions coming up. So keep an eye out for those on our website. And of course, I have to mention it again, !Tix, TIX, for purchasing tickets to our live shows in our new space at the Den Theater. Woohoo! All right, let's see. Just out of curiosity, who has texted our guessers to come back? Because if not, I will do that right now.
They're making big biscuits. It takes a while.
They're making big biscuits.
I just have to say, I know that technically there was a poll and people voted in it, but that was the outcome we all needed, was to have all 3 of those games share that space at the exact same time. I'm watching that YouTube video when it gets posted on Sunday.
Yeah, I truly would not have wanted it any other way.
The bigger the biscuit, the harder they fall.
Just grands. Thank you. So on a side note, for those of you who are in the chat right now, I believe everyone here is a returner. I believe when we did our poll earlier, we said that there was no one who was brand new. But just out of curiosity, is there anything that you want to see coming up? Maybe like a favorite game that we haven't played in a long time? Maybe just something you want to see happen in these shows? Go ahead and type that as a suggestion. And now this is the official suggestion box portion of our Comedy Sports match. But now it's on to 6 things. 6 things. We have all of our players back. Hooli, you are up first with the blue team. Jeff, you are on deck. You will have the chance to steal if Hooli doesn't get it. But I don't know what the odds of that are. Hooli is one of our strongest guessers. All right, blue team, we're on thing number 1. 5 points on the line, 90 seconds on the clock. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then begin now.
Oh, it's a swing. Hom nom nom. It's a frink. Pew 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 pew.
1 minute. 1 minute.
It's a foo. Pew 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 pew. It's a
A kiki. Beep 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 beep. A kiki. A beep beep beep. Banana. Seven minutes.
30 seconds.
Ew.
All right, stop the clock.
That is 11 seconds left. 11 seconds left.
11 seconds only if you need it. Hooli, what are you doing?
I'm playing the bagpipes in an arcade, and my bagpipes are a porcupine.
That is dead on correct. 5 points to the blue team right off the bat. All right, Jeff, please join me on the screen. Jeff, please come along as well. All right, that is some fast momentum from the bosses. Let's see if the Goldblums can keep it up. This is thing number 2. Jeff, are you ready?
Yeah.
90 seconds on the clock, starting now.
Schwab, shwee, schwab.
One minute.
It's a faux papa, ici fi papa, ici fuaga, it's a for poopo, it's a sweet beep, barabo.
30 seconds.
Barabo. Isa fofinka, where's Guabao?
10 seconds? That is time. That is time.
Yep. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm fine.
Oh, that was wonderful. All right, Jeff, what are you doing?
I'm icing a cake. I'm icing a cake. The cake is actually Led Zeppelin, fronted by Gallagher.
Oh.
And then the cake is being iced for Mario, but then he's murdered.
You've just described the plot of Luigi's Mansion, I will say this: your activity was correct. The rest, less so. Although I will say, Led Zeppelin, fronted by Gallagher, is maybe the most perfect guess for that that you could have made, other than the right one. But it's now time to see if the blue team can steal. Hooli, give me the whole thing.
I am piping frosting on a cake, right? So the cake itself is the Who, and then it's for Pinocchio.
Oh, I am so sorry. Excellent guesses all around to a point. You were, in fact, decorating a cake. You were decorating it for or with Augustus Caesar, or Caesar Augustus. And the cake itself was the Smashing Pumpkins. The Smashing Pumpkins. Which is basically Led Zeppelin fronted by Gallagher. Excellent effort all around. Let's go ahead and switch it up. Blue team, back to the screen. Hooli, it is in your hands now for thing number 3. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hit it. Boop.
But is a swing. A foop foop. Oh, it's a
Phenomena. No, it's screaming teacher hammer. Scuba, cover.
1 minute left.
Go one. Wait.
Shama.
Is a hua?
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Kisa hamana sama tiki.
Yeah. Is
Sugata tamana.
Is a boing boing. A fush. Is ha. Is first
samana.
Tiki. Who? Is a fool.
Samana.
Wa, but also wa is the
3, 1, 0. All right, that is time. And I should have mentioned this before. There is a bonus point in here for you to get. We'll see if you get it, but there is a bonus point on the line for either team. So Hooli, tell us, what are you doing? No more times left.
I am sword fighting. My sword is a Pringles can. It's versus the 96 Bulls, and it's at Boise, Idaho.
We did not need the Boise, Idaho, but thank you for it. And
that's just in my brain. That's my brain.
I will explain this later. You did not get the points for the correct thing. I will give you one bonus point because you did meet with a requirement for the bonus point in there. So I will now pass it over, without telling you why, to Jeff. Give me that activity for the steal.
Oh, geez. All right. I am fencing. My foil or épée or saber is Pringles, specifically the dust of Sprinkles. And I am playing against the Chicago Bulls.
That was actually right about the same. You were LARPing, thus the 20-sided die roll at the start of the fighting. Your weapons were, in fact, Pringles. Good job to both of you. And you were with the Chicago Bulls, specifically the Michael Jordan era Bulls, which Hooli did correctly guess with 1996. We will accept that. So that's one bonus point for the bosses. But now it's over to Jeff.
Okay. Slap.
All right. Slap. High five. All right.
Noises.
Jeff, we are on to thing number 4. Are you ready? 90 seconds on the clock.
Yes.
Begin.
Oh, bing.
It's a fatinka, shatinka. It's a floop. It's a floop. It's a floop.
Kappa, tipa, numa, ni.
Schwabba schwabbu tu shwi schwabba twa schwa schwabba da schwabba diba da
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Schwooby dee schwabba da
Wabadoos.
It's a football.
Oh, Babadooba
It's a
Chapapa.
What's the bone? It's a football. It's a football.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. That is time. No more time remains. Everything you needed was there, believe it or not, Matt. Jeff, sorry. So, Jeff, tell us, what is thing number 4?
I am Pfizer-sizing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, maybe jazzercising. But I am the mat that I'm doing my jazzercising on is a tremendously large pickle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there's a currency involved
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that is that you can use to buy babies.
No.
But you see where I got that.
Oh yes, absolutely. And I gotta say,
I just want to be justified. I don't want to win.
And I'll be honest, you're not as far off as you might think. So I will pass this over to Huli. This is your chance to steal, but I need the whole thing.
I am using the classic Nintendo Power Pad. The Power Pad itself is a giant pickle, and then my feet was a $2 bill you got from your grandma that you went and bought a skinny iTunes card with.
Oh, that is a fantastic guess, but incorrect. You were very, very close. I did have a Power Pad when I was a kid. That's how old I am. But your activity was Dance Dance Revolution.
I wondered. Okay.
Your legs were a gift card, and there was a bonus point hidden in there that if you specifically said a Target gift card. And the dance pad that you were on was not a giant pickle, but it was a giant vat of pickles. But those were fantastic guesses, but no points awarded in that round. On to thing number 5.
All right.
Now, this is the double points round, meaning that all of these are worth 10 points. And by all of these, I mean both. So we are on to the blue team. Huli, 10 points on the line, 90 seconds. Great. Then, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Then no time like the present. Hit it.
Italuba, Asaba, Chara, Askaba, and Asaba, Sarawa, Tarama, Chara. Wa. Oh.
Beep. Asa, eat, asa, eat, asa.
Sarabas, Sara,
Sara,
Asa, Idi, Idi,
Sanamana. Stop. Saba, Sikisa.
Isa. Bzz. Isfa. Foop. Oh, Isfa. Crunch. Is foop. Is a foop. Oh, a foop.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Is a foie. A foie.
Escarmana, Azarawa, Saro, Cinema, Hua,
Cinema, so West South.
10 seconds.
Barababa, Barabada, Barabada, Asaraba, Ichada, Pasa, Pata, Pata, Masa, Mata, Chak, Chak, Chepa, Chapa, Scaramasa.
lead. That is time. Excellent clues all around. Hooli, can you get it from those? One guess. What do you got?
Yes, I am making a beautiful picture out of different colored grains of sand. The sand itself is a Cadbury egg, and I'm doing it with Limp Bizkit. Just one of those days.
You are wrong, but good effort. Jeff, what is your guess for the steal?
I am performing acupuncture. My needles are deviled eggs, and I'm performing it on Run DMC.
Jeff, you were going to be furious because deviled eggs was correct. Run DMC was correct. The activity was soldering. You were soldering. The soldering iron were your deviled eggs. The thing that you were soldering was Run DMC. I want to give bonus points for those correct guesses, but it's against the rules.
Maybe like 3 points or like 2?
The commissioner would have
3.
Oh, the commissioner would have my neck for it. I'm absolutely not going there. But
Matt, I do have a point, and I will give it not just for that guess, but mainly because of Led Zeppelin fronted by Gavin.
I got announcer inspiration.
I will give my 1 point.
Announcer inspiration.
Yeah, that was a bardic inspiration from Louis to the red team, giving them an advantage on that roll. So that means that is now 16-6, meaning that if the red team gets this one correct, thing number 6, that's 10 points. That brings us into another. That will be our second sudden death tiebreaker of the night. Ryan never gets to go home.
Congratulations, Blue Team. Wait, what?
So this is your chance, Jeffs. You can keep Ryan at the Comedy Sports Broadcasting Center for even longer than he's already been there, if you get this correct. So we're on to thing number 6, 90 seconds on the clock for all the marbles. Are you ready?
Yes.
Then your time starts now.
Hey, swab it up. Swab it up. Swab it up. Swab it up. Chop, 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 chop.
Baba.
Swab it up.
It's a splooshy splooshy. It's a me me me. It's a it's so smooth. It's a wap wap wap. It's a splooshy splooshy. It's a foo foo. It's a fwa fwa. It's a fupa. It's a.
45 seconds.
Splooshy
splooshy.
Boos. Baba me 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 me. Sababa.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Baba.
Swab it.
Ten seconds. 10 seconds.
Swabada, shwee.
5. 4.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, time. Sorry. There are 3 seconds left. 3 seconds left. All right. You have 3 seconds to clean it up if you need it. Matt, for the tie, what are you doing?
I am riding the Transcontinental Railroad. My train is a sea otter. And we're going to Broadway.
Okay. You're exceptionally close. Your activity is very, very close, but we're lacking some branding. The otter is a correct replacement, but you're replacing the wrong thing. It's not the train. And finally, you are not. What was your guess for the last one? I'm sorry. It was
going to Broadway.
Okay. That is also not correct, but Broadway is involved. Now we only have 3 seconds and we have 3 cleanups, but I think we can do it for the tie. Here we go. Starting now.
It's a flow. It's a flow. Flow is a flow.
2.
And then the
1. That is time. All right, Matt. for the tie, what are you doing?
I am taking the Transcontinental Railroad. We're going towards Otters. And my ticket to ride is a Broadway theater ticket.
Oh, you're going to be heartbroken. I'm not going to tell you it was right. I'm not going to tell you it was wrong. Hooli, this is for the steal. Give me the whole thing.
I am taking the California Zephyr to Otters, and my ticket is a Broadway ticket.
Oh, that was also very, very close. You were heading towards an Otter. You were with Broadway tickets. You were taking specifically an Amtrak across the USA. Excellent guesses from both teams. Fantastic work. Let's give it up for both of our teams. But Louie, what's our final score?
Yes, our final score is going to be our Jeff Park Goldblum 6, but Chicago Bosses 16. So it goes to the Chicago Bosses. Folks, it was a phenomenal match here. But both teams really risking the biscuit to get those points. But the biscuit was risked, and the biscuit is won for your Chicago Bosses. First up, though, we've got your Jefferson Park, your J Park Goldblums. Give it up for Jason Amplo, Kelsey Myers, and your captain, Matt Elwell. And now give it up for your winners, your biscuit winners, your blue Chicago Bosses. We got Brian Houlihan, Simon Collier, and the captain, Ashley Victoria. Folks, thank you so much for hanging around. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Come back.